on 1 second. No, it did this again. No. It didn't hear any of the. It didn't hear you. Hold on. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. 1 sec. It's not perfect. All right, go ahead and talk.
Well, now I don't have food in my mouth, and anyway, that's when I said, now I can't be a doctor anymore in the state of Wisconsin. Oh, fuck, we're live. Hi, everybody. It is me, totally not, Rusty Shackelford, your friendly neighborhood doctor from the city of Wisconsin.
Rusty Shackelford.
And welcome back to another episode of Yakshas. When we last left our terrible foursome, they're fucking shit up at a demo derby. Does anyone have anything they want to add to that? Anything that their character did that they thought was exciting, they thought was based?
Frank did color commentary.
Frank did do some color commentary along with Colorful Carl.
Frank decided to relive his younger years and smoke weed out behind the gas station.
Weed.
It's true. It's very true. Frank is stoned right now.
And talking to Colorful Carl.
Yeah, no, it's great. Frank's having the best day at the demo derby. There's even a chance that he might murder somebody, which, you know, is fine.
I mean, in this group, murder is like the least bad thing we've done.
In this
That's
economy?
You know, we done things we're not proud of. Robbing CVS's, plundering Pork Island, nuking cities.
Plundering Pork Island, nuking Pork Island.
Have to say, probably the worst sin of ours was probably double parking.
I'd agree. No, we fucking 10,000 park with the goddamn, with the Calliope.
Calliope. There's a reason why the Calliope is usually several miles outside of every city, is no one wants that fucking thing nearby. Imagine what that thing would do to a highway if it got on it.
But think about what the good old Calliope could do for the economy.
What highway?
There are highways.
No, when the Calliope gets on it.
Yeah, I was
going
to say, that thing is what, 44,000 tons?
Something like that.
I don't think it would actually be able to get on any highway without collapsing it.
I can see it now. There's a aircraft carrier on tank treads moving down Kellogg. Well, moving down both sides of Kellogg.
Somehow it's not the slowest Kellogg's been.
Right.
But, I mean, there was a reason why when Howler was getting recruited, they were like, get that thing off the dam. Get that thing off the dam.
There go, what? Are you afraid you didn't build it well enough?
I don't think you can build a dam well enough to have an aircraft carrier driving across it.
Oh, an aircraft carrier can drive on it once.
Yeah, just like how I can stop a speeding bullet.
Once. Fantastic.
Actually, maybe multiple times, but the other times are probably not of your own volition.
Is anything ever of our own volition? So anyway.
I started blasting.
Potentially. So what are you guys doing now that you have won? Well, what is the combat group doing now that you have won round one? Because Frank went to go get his earnings for his round one bets.
Yeah.
Well, first things
and
first.
got to hear Dean Mazzawale yelling at people for losing.
Well, first things first. Everybody, we are in a break in combat. Go ahead and use your downtime actions to repair.
Yes.
That will bring you back up to full HP, but it will not restore any lost structure points.
Yeah, I'm one structure point down.
Yeah.
Oh, there is also one other thing I would like to reiterate. Frank did in fact call this man to his face, just like, yeah, you're doing that thing where you're going to start getting ready to backstab us and cheat to win. So I'll take my money now.
Mm-hmm.
And is he wrong?
No.
No.
That's fine. I'm just, hey, the guns are still on Sala. I'm just not using them.
Fair.
I mean, what is he going to tell me? Remove them before I can go? And I go, No, 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 no. You don't understand. The Second Amendment says I have the right to bear arms.
No, no, no. The
Eh.
Second Amendment says that you have to protect your home with a musket as the founding fathers intended.
Tally ho, gentlemen.
I guess I might as well grab one of those Revolutionary War cannons then and post it at the top of my stairs.
Yeah, you gotta have it at the top of the stairs.
Fill it with
loaded
grape shot, right?
What the devil? These ruffians.
Of course, let me not forget my triangular bayonet.
Because fucking can't stitch triangular bayonet wounds.
Not to say they wouldn't try.
So, other than repairing your mechs, does anyone have anything they want to do before we wind on to the second round of Derby?
Yeah, I'm going to talk to Sybil.
All right. You find Sybil sitting basically like there's no place for an audience right around the arena. These people are smart enough to know don't put crowds around the big stompy robots, because these ones, especially because they're a bunch of junkers, have a bad habit of potentially like exploding, misfiring, all sorts of nasty things.
Right. So I'm going to say, Sybil, your mech is in that building right over there. I counted maybe a handful of people. Would you have issues getting to your mech and just walking off with it?
Hold on. I need to remember what gun she has equipped. Oh, it's the funny one. It's the funny one I like just because it has the cyclical drum mag that goes slotted onto the Bison. Is that it?
Yeah, the PZ
Oh yeah, the people.
Yeah, BZ Bison.
I know it's shit. It's just fucking gender with that cyclical round mag.
Vibes, I think.
I will.
Is
not...
anyone...
Listen, my gender is NATO and my pronouns are 762 and 556.
Fucking inbies. Gonna name yourself Sock next? You gonna name yourself Bison next?
Maybe.
No, maybe Attack and Helicopter though.
Boo.
Sorry, I just love going back to
Classic.
this because fucking boomers use that all the time, and I'm like, okay,
Yeah,
we can play that game.
Boomer.
that's awesome. It's cool to see that you're an attack helicopter. What does that mean for you day-to-day life? Please tell me specifically.
Well, it means I patrol the highway and look for cars with expired license plates. Actually, when I say that, I mean just any of them owned by any slightly suspicious-looking individuals. And when I say that, I mean I'm not gonna.
Jesus fucking
No.
Christ.
Being an attack helicopter means you just get shot down.
Yeah, being an attack
I'm not in
helicopter means
Ukraine.
that you don't want to go for go for a vacation in Mogadishu.
A vacation?
A
No one wants to
vacation.
go for a vacation in
It's a
Mogadishu.
vacation. It's not very specific. It's
Yeah,
very vague.
yeah. It's very vague. Yeah. There, I like that interpretation. You fucking nasties. So anyway,
So,
Oh my god.
as I was
Yeah,
saying,
She just like pulls back the charging handle on the Bison and is like, you could probably go through a mag, maybe two.
the only reason I'm saying that is because I doubt we get to round 3. But you think your mech can hightail it back to the Calliope?
What kind of state was it in?
What kind of state was it in? Admiral, remind me.
It was. Everything was there. It just they hadn't put like its armor plates back on. It was basically sitting there with its clothes off.
They removed its
Naked.
armor.
Fucking idiots.
Looked like they were
They
in the
probably
process
thought-
of scrapping it.
That or they were trying to repair it, but they thought, oh, if we take these off, we'll have more workable surface. Fucking idiots.
So, is that something you want to try and risk? Actually,
Was the whacking? Was the weed whacker still there?
yes, it was. Actually, I have another plan. Looking at Howler, what sort of shape is Kong in?
He's beating it up a little bit on that arm, but He's still good to go.
Okay. I'm assuming everybody is here and we're in a place
Yeah.
where we can talk without being overheard.
Yeah.
Okay. This is what I think. I think we wait for Sybil to get in position to take her mech. We decide to have a little fun. Go full auto. If I were the man that were running this, the first thing I would do is send in what left I have of the cavalry. Giving someone an opportunity to get their mech out of there with, well, minimal resistance, if any. Does this seem probable?
That's a very workable plan.
Seems good to me.
Frank?
Frank's gonna probably light up a cigarette and go, probably the safest. I'll follow Butterball around, I guess. And he'll like kinda
Oh, you have
he
the
does
most
not
of-
seem
Go ahead.
Hmm?
Go ahead.
Yeah, he does not seem very excited about this idea.
If you
Frank?
if you have something to say, Frank, now is the time before it's too late.
Odds are he's gonna betray us. I don't know, call it honor or fucking whatever. It's stupid. It'll get you guys killed probably, but I was figuring let them turn coat first, but as is like I said, it's probably safer.
Well, it's okay. I'll lose the honor for you. I don't have much of it anyways, according to you folk.
Frank just looks and goes, alright.
More like according to the chief, really.
Yeah, we like you, remember?
You're
I don't know
right.
where you're getting that idea.
Wait.
Yeah, no, I punch Sin
No,
on
no,
the
no.
arm. Oh,
He's saying that to her, saying we don't.
Right.
He was
Yeah,
like, yeah, I don't
okay.
know where you're getting that idea.
I thought was
Yeah.
we like you. I don't know where you're getting that idea.
because at that point Frank would have gave you a chummy, slightly too hard punch.
But Frank, I think you have the most important job out of all of us.
Uh,
I think your job will be to take the money and run. You ever
You know-
watched that old show, Turn of the Century?
I
You know.
lived that old show. Where you think, and he pats the grenade launcher and he goes, you know where I got this, right? Traveled with a guy for 3 months. Slit his neck in the middle of the night. Grabbed it. Just wanted it.
Jesus.
That's,
Yeah.
Honest of you.
Yeah, I'm trying honesty. It's a new policy for me. That's why I spoke up. And he's gonna, like, throw his cigarette back in his mouth and go, ain't no time for an old man to be a pansy, though.
Just remember, if we run into problems, take your time, assess the situation, find a workaround.
Oh, I'm not dying to these jackasses.
I don't blame you. All right, are we all in agreement? We wait. Well, fight as normal until Sybil gives us the signal. Open up.
And then guns blazing.
Draw
Works
what's
for
left
me.
of the third wave to us, which means we're going to be fighting 2 waves at once. But, considering these mechs are only built for melee, it should up our chances considerably.
In worst case scenario, we just have Kong over there lower that rail pointed right at them. I think they'll hold mighty still.
Yeah, they might actually back off.
Just
All right,
don't-
I will say one thing. Let's try and avoid a thermonuclear incident.
I'm
Just
not
throw
going to
it.
fire it. Just keep them away.
Kind of nods, and he gives you that look where his eyes are squinted just a little bit, like he's trying to scrute whether you're telling the truth or not for a mo. And then he'll,
He's telling the truth.
yeah, and
You know-
he'll kind of look around, and he'll quit the stare.
In orders of honesty, Howler, I think, is the most honest out of everyone.
He pretty much owns up to all the shit he does.
That's true, honestly.
Sin is guilty of lies by omission, like a lot of lies by omission.
Mm-hmm.
It's all right.
Frank is not really guilty of lying. And
Not anymore.
not anymore. And I mean, neither is Indiana.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh, if you're gonna call someone lies of omission here, bud.
No, that was just a straight up lie.
That's true. That's true.
I omit nothing. I just lie.
Yeah, you just straight up tell the wrong thing.
Did you
listen,
take
I'm
the
here
cookie from the cookie jar? No, it must have been aliens from outer space.
You've got cookie on your shirt. This isn't my shirt!
I was kidnapped by aliens and made to wear this shirt that they used to steal the cookie.
Now, listen, we support women's rights here on this channel, but we also support women's wrongs. I like it when women do bad things.
So do I.
All right, we're horny on Maine on this show too.
Uh,
I'm
So,
sorry,
Rowan.
I'll just let you guys talk. So yeah, you guys gonna get ready?
Yep. Does Sybil
Yes,
think
we
it's a
are.
decent plan?
Yeah. I'm
Sybil
all
will
down
do what
for
you
it.
guys
I'm Sybil.
think is best.
My question is she going to need backup? Does she reasonably think she's going to need backup? Because if she gets killed before she gets in the mech, I mean,
you guys could either send Gawain with her,
Frank.
or you could send Frank.
Yeah, Frank will stick with her until she's in the mech, and then he's gonna hunt down Butterball, as he said.
all right, yeah,
Now-
that works. Just because NPCs doing shit by themselves, it's
I would
Frank.
just be doing background roles.
yeah,
Mhm,
no,
mhm.
NPCs doing shit by themselves make me nervous. Not because I think logically they're. I don't know. NPCs just scare me. They aren't very good at a lot of things.
Now,
Like
now,
improvising.
now, Frank, when
Yeah,
you find him,
yeah.
I want you to do one thing for me, all right?
What's that one?
I need you to save at least half of his pretty little face, because I'm going to punch it too.
Oh no, I'm just gonna blow a hole through his head or his chest, depending on what's closer and what gives me easier access to an organ. Still trying to assess that one.
All right,
gonna
that's
fuck
enough
it?
talking. All right,
What?
that's enough talking about. All right, let's go.
Yeah, Frank is gonna give Sin just the weirdest look and then just go, no, I'm not gonna fuck it. And then he's gonna, like,
Yeah.
shrug and...
You guys do all this, and Gawain just goes, Jesus, I fucking don't understand any of you fucking freaks. Climbs back into the Green Knight.
Yeah.
What he actually
Says
means to say is
gibberish,
he knows
Doctor.
how hard it is to clean blood off one's dick.
What?
Listen, Missy, I'm the one in the robot right now, and you're still standing around gabbing your fucking head off. I'll step on you. Cheeky bitch.
I'd like to have Legion quick hack his robot to have it go. the other way.
No.
No,
No.
What's actually going to happen is Indiana is going to disappear, and then Sala's
Frank-
going to start moving.
Frank's gonna go, Chica, could we get out of this pissing contest?
Like I said,
Fine
she's
by
already in the
me.
mech.
Oh no, I was
Oh, you're
talking
talking
to
to-
Sybil.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's like, fine by me, abuelo.
Yeah, kind of grins and goes, yeah, I can kick your abuelo's ass, I bet. And like starts walking.
She just clicks her tongue and goes, my abuelo's dead.
Even easier.
My God, we're all bad people.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna walk off with Sybil and start getting ready for whatever here's what I'm gonna do, to let you, the GM, know. Frank
Yes.
is literally going to say, Sybil, you pick the rules of engagement, I will just follow up. I'm bodyguard right now, this ain't my rodeo. Haha.
Oh boy. Question.
Mhm.
Are you currently as you guys are basically walking off, are you going to do anything to like look for Butterball for Dean?
Yeah, I'd like to. I'd
Alright,
like
roll
to
me-
see if I can
roll me-
briefly find him.
Roll me a d20. And also Daniel. God damn!
A D20, you said?
Yeah. And any relevant skills you have that could work for perception.
Okay.
Do you have any skills that you could sell me on
Yeah, let me
perception.
take a look real quick. I don't think I do, but I will attempt
World's
to
greatest stat
anyway.
will not work. I
No,
will say
no.
that.
Let's see. Maybe I use hack or fix to see about hacking into the camera systems to see if I can spot him there.
I don't think that's gonna work this time.
Hmm.
They don't really
okay.
have a centralized camera system going on.
Not even with the camera drones in the sky. I can't. They're not
No,
all
those
tied to a
are-
single telnet or something.
Nope, those each have an operator basically flying them.
Hmm. Yeah. Other than the only other things I have are very weak bullshits. So no, I don't think I have anything to help there.
All right. Well, 6 is not good enough, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Wait,
So-
they can't have operators. I controlled them to circle us.
You can steal them from their operators.
Yeah, that's fair. And it was just a thematic thing.
Yes. All right. You guys are going to go off and do that. And for those of you here who are doing your thing, back here on the combat scene, let me get us swap back over to some combat music that the audience can't hear because Twitch is dumb. Put yourselves back in position for the start of this combat.
Unpause it.
No. How about that, bitch?
Side note: until we go stealth, Frank is going to continue color commentating as if nothing has happened.
Hey,
Makes
Right.
sense.
I was gonna say, how far forward are you gonna let me be?
About that. Or up to Kong, because Kong kind of changes things.
There?
Kong
Yeah.
can't fit anywhere.
Okay.
Kong can't fit. Kong too dummy thick.
Kong's fat.
Fat shame Kong. Fat shame Kong.
Hell yeah.
Captain,
We
I'm
love
trying to
I
sneak
love
past
Kong.
these guards, but but I'm dummy thick.
the clap of my back armor plating.
Keeps alerting the
No,
enemy.
The
man.
clack
Max.
of my armor plating keeps alerting the guards.
The thing with Kong is he's so big, he could sneak through somewhere by just not moving, and they would just think they're walking. One of his feet, they would just think is like a fucking, what are they called?
Like a utility pole or something.
No, the wall between Arizona or New Mexico and Mexico, whatever it is.
Oh.
Containers, freight containers. Those think they're walking next to a freight container.
Oh. Okay, I was like, what?
What?
Have you not seen that picture?
No, I've seen that. I know what
Okay,
you're talking about
yeah.
now, but like you did not set that up very well.
Shut up. English is my second language.
No, it's not.
Yeah, your main language is dumb bitch.
Exactly.
Wow.
God damn, I didn't mean to be so vicious anyway.
Meanwhile, the computer's over here thinking, what have I gotten myself into?
We're Riley today.
If you guys would like to also give me anything involving perception, or if not, roll me d20s, because I know one of you has basically got a I see everything skill.
Do we?
What? Who?
Indiana.
Oh.
I do.
I thought so.
I
Oh, you
have.
got like a s-
Like read a
I
situation.
read that once. Master Swordsman, Unnerving Stare, and Wasteland Mechanic.
Hmm.
Unless you're talking.
I would let you use Wasteland Mechanic for this, and I would let you use Rita Sitch.
I don't have Rita Sitch.
So, I have an argument.
Uh-huh.
Voice.
Invent or create, and it specifically has invent new devices, tools, or approaches to problems. We have some pretty advanced capabilities on our mechs. Can I position what are we looking for?
You're trying to notice it. You're basically playing spot the difference with the field right now.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so it wouldn't be something we would know is going to be. Well, no, we did kind of think that they were going to pull a fast one.
Well-
This is going to be weird, but can I try to control the drones, not to see through them, unless Legion is able to do that, but to actually turn them and use the reflective surfaces for Legion to zoom in on and get a better scope on the field?
I will let you say for this one, because of what you're looking for specifically, that you could use the sensors on your mech to look for things.
Okay. Well, I rolled my Wasteland Mechanic check.
Yep. I'm
Well,
just letting.
Would that be Inventor Create?
Yes, I will let you use it this time. That was a decent enough sell.
Yeah. Although that 22 is just.
Yeah, I was about to say. You know,
I did this whole argument. I got the lowest roll with the highest bonus.
I'm also gonna say, the DC was 20.
Eh,
This was something where you needed to crit to succeed. Indiana, you notice two things that are different about the field: the intercardinals, the raised areas,
Uh-huh.
they're mined
Oh, good thing I didn't start up there.
with the equivalent, with like mech-sized equivalents of bouncing betties.
Oh, Jesus.
You know that
Alright,
these
no-
mines would do damage, not a lot of damage, but they would also jam your mech because they have the equivalent of a bang from a flashbang designed to rattle around the delicate electronics in your mechs.
Okay, so
Is
it's
it all
just
4 areas?
these areas,
Yes.
right? All 4 of them?
All
are
the
these-
raised areas
Okay.
are mined. You will have to do agility checks if you go there to not trip mines.
You
How
just
high
don't
up are
want
they?
me chasing people around.
Well, that's
But
not
that's
all.
okay.
That's not all you see.
Uh-oh.
At these points, where about the mid spots of these diagonals,
Okay.
you notice the nozzles of flamethrowers.
Are you fucking kidding me?
What is this? Battle bots?
Hell yeah.
Alright.
So they're turrets, yeah?
No,
Oh, come
you are
on.
not stealing their traps.
So there's people inside the turrets, inside the guns.
Shut up, Daniel.
I can't turn them on them.
They're all mechanical.
Yeah, I can. The only best I can do is if they go near them, I can make them go bzzz and just shock everything. Since they're
Yes,
stationary, I
but
can't
they're-
move them.
But they're technically underground. But I will say no, you can't turn them on. I would let you boost them, but you would have to be like standing on their square for
What
it to
kind
do
of range
anything.
do they look like they have?
Huh?
Can they
don't
reach
know what
into
that
the
means.
center?
Yes.
Are you
I have no idea
fucking
what you mean by
kidding
that.
me? Alright, does
Like-
it look like something we could destroy?
Yes, if you would have to target them, and it would be a bit of a hard hit because they're a small spot, but you could destroy them.
Okay.
But here's the thing. That's not all, folks.
Uh-oh.
There's a suspicious mound behind their starting spot, behind the big wall over here.
Okay.
It's about as big around as Kong is in terms of size.
Oh shit. Okay. Wait. So those red spots, they're only on that side, yes?
No, they're on this side too.
Okay. Now, judging by their angle, would these be safe areas? Because they're
Yes.
not raised?
Those and where the starting zones are pretty much the only safe spots from what you can tell. Without risking getting near the flamethrowers or having to risk the bouncing betties.
Okay, this is a bunch of bullshit. Alright. I'm glad we are not playing by the rules this time. At least not forever.
Can we tell the range on the flamethrowers?
They could reach the center. So if I were going to draw out a cone, yeah, like that.
Yep. It's a bunch of bullshit.
Would this be a good direction of fire, or do they have wider?
That's pretty good.
I just want, since we're aware of this,
Yeah.
I want to kind of set it up so we can kind of see.
Basically, the idea is if you ever walked into the center, you would be very dead. Because these would inflict burn, which, if we remember, kids, not only does damage, but also gives you heat. And you have to either spend an action to get rid of it, or it just keeps going.
You could theoretically just stay in the starting gate.
Yes, there's one problem, however.
Hmm.
Kong, lower your apocalypse cannon.
Melee only.
Yeah, no, make them come to you.
I somehow have a feeling that whatever's behind that gate is just gonna chuck crap at us.
Mm.
Maybe I'm wrong. I
It's
hope
an
I'm wrong.
actor appearance.
So
True.
you
I
said
mean, if it's
these turrets-
melee only and they break it, well, you got weapons.
You say these turrets are underground?
They're basically built into the rise. So they can't turn. So they
Right.
can't adjust their angles, for one. Sorry, I'm just adjusting some stuff real quick.
I'm just adjusting their angles real quick now.
No. I'm just making sure that they'll kill all of you real quick.
So basically, you guys are gonna get a ring, Frank and Frank specifically, and go. You need to make it snappy. I don't mean to rush you, but I think the bullshit thing you were talking about is absolutely right. We've got flamethrowers, mines, something behind the starting gate that looks like it's going to be a fucking problem.
Well, sounds like they're not fairing up their fights no more. All right. Kind of look at Sybil. I'll be like, hey, firm, we'll double time, and then he'll hang, or he'll turn off that part of the comm. He's going to real quick before he talks to Sybil. He's going to send 2 texts. He's going to send one to the captain, and it's going to say, "We're going to be coming in hot." And he's going to send one to Myrrh, and he's going to say, "Before anything happens, I did try to do the right thing." And then he's going to turn off non-essential comms, and then he's going to look at Sybil and go, "All right, what's your plan? Because we need to do this fast. They fucked him in the arena."
Okay, I need to set you over. Is there a way I can have it only so some of you go to this? Nah, fuck it. I'll just have all of you go over
Well,
here
you
for
could,
now.
you could just drag the little thing from the lower left-hand corner up as well.
Oh, I can do
Uh,
that.
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
click
it's like in Roll
drag each
20.
person.
I can grab your thing, but down here where it says players.
Yes.
Oh, pull to scene. Cool.
Yeah.
But I also do need a Gunner here for this because he is actually the scene daddy.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Yeah, sorry, real quick, I need to get an NPC picture
Yeah.
set up.
For the last time, it's father.
Yeah.
For the last
Daddy,
time.
sorry.
it's
Daddy,
father.
sorry. Daddy, sorry. Father.
No, it's
Forgive
father.
me, Father,
apologies.
for
Father.
I have sinned.
Sorry, Daddy, I've been naughty.
God.
God, you would not talk to Sebastian Padre Ibarra like that, would you?
Yes, I would.
You have balls, boy.
Boy,
I feel like that's what he would say.
boy.
So where do you want me to go?
You could anywhere on the right side, yeah.
Okay. So yeah, Frank's definitely gonna look at Sybil and basically just say, "All right, it's your rodeo. How do you want to do this?"
And let me get Sybil out there. I think she's here in the list. If she's not, I'm gonna no. Way to go, CompCon.
Mm.
You know what? We will represent her for now with the captain.
Hey,
What am
Captain! I
doing
didn't
here?
realize you'd be here.
This fucking in
That's a big
pajama
fucking
pant.
mech. That's
Yeah,
at least a
it's-
size 4.
It's it's to do some scale because scale in this is wonky.
Mm-hmm.
But the captain just fucking appears in pajama bottoms with a fucking world's #1 captain.
Yeah. Did the captain respond to my coming in hot text?
She probably just sent back, "God damn it."
Hey, you know what? If she sent that back, Frank's gonna say, "Not my fault this time. Probably best option."
And then she just sent back, "God damn it."
Yeah.
No. Not my fault, probably best option. It would just say, "God damn it, Indiana."
Nice.
Yeah, I think that's where Frank's gonna end the comms because the important
Fuck you,
information is needed,
Captain.
and he's a boomer.
Fuck you, Captain.
She go, hey, how good do you think you're at pulling the lost old man act?
I might be able to do it all right. Why?
You see that nice, pretty pink car over there? Which, by the way, what the fuck?
Ah,
Lob a grenade over there, and if all three of them are standing nice and pretty right there,
oh, you know I have a grenade launcher, right?
yeah.
Like I could just do that, like from here.
What is the range on that thing?
Long, or medium. I mean, sorry.
Gigalo.
Yeah, it's oh fuck, because CompCon doesn't let me have 2 fucking primary, but it's the heavy weapon, which has a range of, I believe, like 8. My sawed-off has 5.
Yeah,
Hold on,
8 would
what's-
be good enough, but you would need... Basically, you'd have to walk up to there. So,
Okay.
you could either run up there, go loud, and pray that she can shoot this guy,
Mm-hmm.
because she's
Yeah.
using a short-range weapon.
I'm gonna
Or
say...
you
Oh,
could
go ahead.
saunter out there and hope that they're, like, what the fuck, and then blow it up, because you're pretty sure that the explosion would go through the wall and kill the guy inside.
Yeah, I think that Frank is gonna say, be ready to deal with dumbass in front of the door, alright?
She nods.
And yeah, Frank is gonna walk around this edge. He's gonna have a cigarette limply hanging from his mouth, like very like barely hanging on to it. He's gonna... Can I roll? Now this one, I feel like World's Greatest Dad could apply to it actually. By playing the stupid boomer dad who's like, that car, like, hey, like, what's up with that car? Like, that's a cool model. Like, just being
Yeah.
friendly.
Yeah, you're gonna have to also sell it to me in the role play. I want
Oh,
you,
absolutely.
I want
Oh, you
to
think I
play
can't?
I want you to play Boomer Dad wants to talk about cars.
Absolutely. Let me roll first. Do I have an accurate, inaccurate, anything like that?
Nope, just regular.
Perfect. Come on, Frank. Okay, a 13's not bad. I got you.
That's not bad.
So Frank's gonna like walk for her. He's gonna be like kind of just casually walking around. Maybe he looks like he's got to take a piss, and then he like kind of turns his head and he looks and he sees the car and he like raises his sunglasses and squints at it a little bit, and then he puts them back down. And goes, "Oh, you gotta be shit. Is that a Camaro refit?" And he's just gonna start like walking for. He's like, "Holy shit, I ain't seen one of these in a fucking minute. Who's the owner of this beauty over
And
here?"
as you're walking, like the one up there's like, who the fuck are you? And then another one's like, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah, he's like, "This car over here, like, whose is that? That's a fucking sick one. Like, I love the pink is a little fruity for me, not gonna lie, but I mean, it's still a cool looking car."
Fuck. Little
The one behind it is like pulling shit out of the back and just looks like, Grandpa, nursing home's that way. What the fuck you doing here?
What, ain't you seen, what, do you not know what that body kit is? I mean, that thing's amazing. Like, actually, when I was in high school, I actually had a sweetheart, and her dad owned one of those cars. You know what I mean? And he's going on talking about his high school sweetheart who had one of those cars. Meanwhile, he's keeping a healthy distance, and he's just like, "You gentlemen, I don't know if you guys are appreciating fine cars right now or not."
Well, by the way, Sybil's right is sneaking up and she rolled a nat 20.
Nice.
And yeah, they're like, listen, Grandpa. Listen, Grandpa, I don't give a fuck what kind of body kit this is or what sort of boomer shit you're on. The only thing that's gonna get bodied here is you if you don't get the fuck out of here.
He's like, "Is that a new phrase for something? You talking about like you're gonna give me a chest bump or something?"
What? It's all of them just kind of look at each other like, what the fuck?
Yeah, he's just like, "Listen, I'm sorry, but like at some point someone's got to learn some manners. I mean, that's the problem with your guys' generation. You're all past the meteor. None of you fucking know what it was like beforehand."
And Rice, where? I wish I rolled like this when I was in games.
Heh.
Because you rolled another nat 20 to hit this guy.
Holy shit.
Damn.
See, they're like, none of you all press the meter, none of you remember, it's like, and like this guy, you just hear a and you just look, and this guy's head just fucking pops.
Yep, and then I'm going to say it's a shit car anyway, and then I'm just gonna fire a grenade at it.
Gonna be super easy. Roll me it to hit with it.
Okay.
So that would be plus your grit.
Okay, so I'm just rolling my sawed off. The only thing that's different is it's 3 damage and the range.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say because it's an explosive. Ooh, that almost got really bad for a second.
Yeah,
So
fucking.
That's also a crit. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna say because it's an explosive,
Mm-hmm.
it blows up the car and they all fucking die.
Hell yes!
What
And then
does
I
it
look
look
at.
like?
Oh yeah.
What does it look like?
Oh yeah, I think that he goes, it's a shit car anyway, and then we see he like in one fluid motion, completely opposite of the kind of herky-jerky motions he was doing before. He flicks the grenade launcher off, and the second it hits right at the perfect angle, he pulls the trigger, we follow the grenade, it goes and clatters right under the car, directly under the fuel tank, and then we get that Fight Club slow-mo apartment explosion, but under this car.
Yeah, and you see it explodes, blows out this part of the wall here. Where's my drawing tool? Blows out this part of the wall here.
Yeah.
Cables, metal, sparks, circuits, all sorts of shit go flying as we just hear the fucking screams of these three getting cut off by the concussive wave and the boom of the explosion as the car rocks up off the ground, flips midair, and comes to a crash with all these gaudy Mad Max looking plates put on top of it, flying off like some sort of confetti.
I think one of them gets so close to Frank's head and he just doesn't flinch, but like a big ass chunk of shrapnel just flies right past his head. And he just takes a pull of his cigarette, looks over and goes, "You got this from here, Chica?"
Shit car anyway? That's really your big action man one-liner?
"Hey, I'm old. Give me a fucking pass. You got it?"
Yeah, my
All right.
baby.
And then I just flick comms on to the rest of the team and go, "Showtime. I'm off to kill a fat man." And then I'm just going to casually start walking.
And that's where I have to tell you, Frank. Dean not there no more.
Oh, like he left the entirety of the fucking arena?
You can't find him.
No, I get you. I think that Frank is going to continue to stalk around here, taking out any targets of opportunity that like are armed. He's not going to shoot any like random fuckers who are here who aren't involved in this mess in a violent way, you know. But any like security guards or anything, he's just going to start walking and start blasting because we're go time. It's the Mex boys time.
So I start blasting.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's about this time that over here in the distance, you guys hear a boom. And the mechs on the other side kind of turn and kind of like they're looking at each other. And one was like, "What the hell was that? What do you think that was? Hey, you guys have anything?" Like, and these guys don't know what the fuck's going on.
I was gonna say, while they're distracted, we probably get the call and it's showtime. Sala goes, "All right." Sala shrugs its shoulders, look at the others and say, "I think it's go time. You think it's go time?" And I just pull out some pistols and start blasting.
It's go time.
Oh, anyway, the
Is that a surprise round, Rowan?
Yeah, and these guys are like, wait, what the fuck? We don't have anything to do with this.
Yeah.
We're hobbyists.
Hey, they're potential targets.
I could just see it. We have a fucking moment. Everyone's in an interrogation chamber. The cop is just throwing pictures down on the table. Assaulting civilians, illegal use of weapons inside private property, murder, arson. You have anything to say for yourselves?
Yeah.
Anyway.
And I will say, these four mechs up front are actively like hands out.
Okay.
Oh, if they're surrendering,
Yeah, they're like, whoa, 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 we don't have anything to do with this. Put the guns down.
Sala will brandish
Kong
the
will give
weapons
them
and
the
go.
get out of here wave.
Right.
Shoo.
You have 5 seconds to clear the area. Anyone that feels like dancing the two-step can stay.
Well, these guys go this way. These guys go this way. They fucking explode because they tricked the mines that they did not know were there. By the way,
Whoa! Fuck this guy.
Wow.
Wow.
This guy's a
these
fuck-
ones,
At
these guys get
least-
set on fire, but they at least get off the map.
Holy fuck.
Huh. That was actually a lot easier than I thought. Hey, can't... miking back to,
Ground
Right.
rumbles, though.
Hey, so it looks like,
The ground rumbles.
yeah,
Because
it
he's
looks,
inside that mech that's under the fucking mound.
it looks like he didn't clue his people in that, the place was, booby-trapped.
Oh yeah, and those two that blew up, by the way, they're fucking dead. Like, there's no coming back from that.
Well, I suppose... I don't know, do you think we should get out of here before whatever's underneath that dirt gets here?
Oh, well, the ground is
Probably.
rumbling.
Oh,
Yeah, the round is grumbling. The ground is rumbling.
The round is
Yeah.
rumble. Rumble?
What is this?
Why didn't it stay the right size?
I don't know. You
He's
tell
itty
me.
bitty. What is this?
Oh, it's a will baby. I could just stomp on it.
Not anymore.
Oh, what the fuck is that?
Yeah. The ground rumbles. And this whole fucking thing over here, this like wall that they put for the starting spot,
Falls down.
goes tits over ass over tea kettle as it gets split in the middle, flies up, and this four-legged, four-armed mech monstrosity built out of the parts of several others, shrugging off just truckloads of gravel and dirt, rises out of the grounds, aiming all of these weapons at you here. I fucking told you guys, no one fucks with Dean!
Ah. So, I take it that means, all bets are off? Okay. She says. It's playtime.
Only bets around here are ones I win. It's a rigged game, baby!
Do you guys tell me that Dean has
We
emerged?
found your
so-
butterball.
Oh, well, have fun roasting that turkey. I guess I'm going to his office and stealing everything that's not nailed down.
If you
Set it on
find...
fire while you're at it.
Yeah.
Will do.
I think there was that gas can next to the...
Yeah,
you'll find it.
yeah. Frank's like, I can make an IED in 5 minutes flat.
Right? We actually fought in this thing and are getting out of here.
What do you
Does
guys
this thing
think?
have guns?
Yes.
Yes. I'm going to tell you guys, out of character, this thing is an Ultra.
So that means I want to. Indiana is smart and wants to take the high road.
I mean, how wide of an area of effect is the Apocalypse Rail?
Yes.
It takes 3 turns to charge.
Yeah, it takes 3 turns to charge to full effect.
And unbeknownst to the GM, I can get over and through the flamethrowers because I can fly.
Yeah.
So I can do that. So I could get up and in its face. The downside is I'm gonna get my shit kicked in for about 3 rounds.
Yeah.
Before that apocalypse rail charges, and at that moment, it is a toss-up whether I'll be able to get out of the way in time.
Sorry, I'm looking at the shit that Ultras get.
That being said, do we want to try and get the fuck out of here?
Yeah, I mean, if somebody picks Frank up,
Actually,
I mean, the DM is sitting there laughing and giggling at the
yeah,
thing.
yeah, we probably should.
Yeah.
That being said, Indiana is going to turn her shield into helicopter blades and go, All right, the three of you start running. I'll distract this stupid fucker.
All right. So I'm gonna want rolls because this isn't gonna be like a combat situation. You guys who are disengaging can fully disengage. But if anyone is staying behind to fight this thing, we're gonna have some narrative rolls going on.
So what you're saying is if I disengage with everybody else, there's no rolls to get away. I don't have to stay behind to.
But there's a
distract
risk that
this
he
fucker.
will follow you.
Can I control all the camera drones that like start swarming around his face?
This thing's the size of Kong.
Yeah, and there's a lot of camera drones. It can still be distracting.
So that being said, if I stuck around for a round to give everybody time to clear out, would that be enough time for them to get out of here and then I could make my escape?
Yes, and I would let you do the drone stuff to assist, and it would give an accuracy on any narrative rolls that I make them do.
Yeah, I'll do that as we flee. I'll just send the drones over.
I'm not beat up like Kong. I can probably be okay for a round.
And
We
I'm
will
not a
see.
combat mech, so I'm gonna run.
And worst comes to worst, I am definitely faster than this thing.
Yeah, Kong's not faster than anything.
That's why I was
Yeah.
thinking we stick around. Sala sticks around a round. It's gonna suck, but damn it, I can't think of anything better for the moment.
All right, what do you guys think? Is that the plan?
If everyone is exfilling, will I still have an opportunity to raid his office?
Yes.
Okay, then I'm cool with that plan. I have no say otherwise in it.
Okay.
I mean, just don't die, Gunner. Don't die. It's easy.
I don't know how. Oh. Oh no.
Oh?
I just looked at the damage of this thing's weapon. Ugh. Ugh.
What is it?
I'm not telling you.
Indiana's going, what are you doing? Move. I heard narrative rolls. Let's hope that narrative rolls are narrative.
Well, basically, what are you going to do for a turn to distract this thing?
Basically going to be, yeah, she takes a pistol. She knows she's out of range, but she's shooting at this thing anyways. She's got her shield out. She's basically boosting around the place, trying to keep its attention, dodging attacks that are incoming, hopefully.
Which shows you one of the systems this thing had, which is called siege shielding. Resistant to all damage made from attacks outside of range 3.
Jesus.
Okay.
As it uses one of his smaller pairs of arms to cover the head of this thing. The rounds plinking off of it, because they still reach the target. They're just outside of effective range.
Right.
It's
Hey,
like,
you
"Ah!"
big fat turkey, this way. Unless you can't catch something smaller than you.
Hey, little fucking Goily. I was hoping you'd be the one to stay here. I can't wait to swat that fucking fly out of the sky.
You know, actually, the nickname we had for you fits. Butterball. That used to be a brand of turkey.
God.
Butterball! You gonna die, Goily!
Oh, shit.
Hey, maybe we could step out of mechs, fight hand to hand, you know, the way that, you have all of the advantages there. The hide,
Fight
she
this!
says.
Oh,
God.
It's gonna. So, Ultras get 2 actions. And it's going to use the first one to try and hit you with its anti-material rifle.
Oh, shit.
That it gets bonuses to because of another system, because it's not like Ultras can't be a little bit silly, blah. What was this one called?
this man must have been building this thing for a long time to have an ultra made out of scrap.
This thing was built out of other mechs. Every time they win, boom. Oh! Oh! I hope he doesn't crit.
It's narrative.
Roll
You don't
some-
need to roll.
I was gonna say.
No, there are narrative dice that are being rolled to see if he actually hits. Because I want to see how fucked up Sala gets protecting you guys.
Boy, am I bad at math.
So here's
God,
the
I
roll
love
before
that.
any accuracies.
Oh shit!
Fuck.
Whoa.
And here's the first accuracy.
Let's see here.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
That's just
Jesus
it and
Cristo.
Made him walk into all the mines.
So that is a crit.
So you have to fly back with no legs. That's all.
So...
12 damage.
Left foot.
No. That's the addition. That's the addition on top of 15.
So,
Yeah, you just have to
let's
fly
see,
back on your
27
wings because
damage?
you're an angel now.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
it's narrative.
27
The narrative
damage.
beatdown.
Okay. Let's see here. Let me grab. Oh, I forgot to suit up for battle. Active mode. Oh wait, no. Go back.
Listen, the DM wanted to play with the fun thing he made, okay?
You're fine. No. Absolutely. This was a decision.
No,
I
this
made.
is me yelling at Daniel.
I am.
Uh-huh.
I am.
And this is also not me picking on anybody or laughing at your misfortune.
literally.
This
If
is me-
Indiana died here, that's just them's the breaks.
I'm
I think
laughing.
I'd be
So
more-
much.
I think I would get more pissed if Indiana died than Gunnar would at this moment.
There's a lot of hard questions I wouldn't have to answer then.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh boy, I get out of Gunner's over here. Please die. I want to get out of jail free card.
Let's see. So 27 damage. Okay, so that is let's see, structure point.
And prove I'm not
1.
bullshitting. That is the extra deadly. The first critical hit the Ultra performs each turn deals plus 2d6 damage at tier 1 or plus 3d6 damage at tier 2.
Jesus.
Okay. So that is plus 1d6.
These things are meant to take you all on at once by themselves.
Okay, that's a 3. That's fine. That is a system trauma. Which means parts of your mech have been torn off by the damage. Roll a d6. All right.
That makes sense.
Let's see here. That's another 3. Let's see. I pick a mount, and all of them are destroyed. We're gonna say my flex mount. No, the integrated weapon is destroyed. That's an extra. Basically, he shot a hand cannon out of Sala's hand.
Yeah, how does it look as you take this obscene amount of damage?
Literally, Sala gets peppered with flecks of anti-material particles that just poke holes all through Sala. Here's the problem, though. Sala has 12 health, which means I need to go and do this again.
Oh,
Oh, fuck.
oops.
So
You
there's
took
another
20
structure point of damage. I need to roll
If it goes through, you keep going.
Well, no. You took
27 damage.
I thought you already rolled two 1d6s.
Yep. So that was for the first round. So now I need to roll 2d6. Oh man, that was close. If any of them are a 6, that would have been really bad. Okay, parts of my mech have been torn off by damage. Roll a d6.
Wow. This
That's
is just
6. All right. Let's see. Ah, shit. For narrative reasons, the rapid burst jump jet system, her shield gets blown off. Probably
Oh,
at some
fuck.
point when probably at some point, yeah, this anti-material particle fires. She's mid-air at the moment. It just shreds both of Sala's arms, knocks the cannon out of one hand, and just destroys the shield in the other, and Sala comes crashing down in a heap.
Jesus.
All right, now Daniel.
That's
Hold on.
24, 25, 26, 27. Okay.
Wait, what about me?
Hold on. Well, Sala has crashed to the ground in a heap. Your bitching Betty is complaining about, is like system malfunction. can no longer locate integrated hand cannon. System malfunction. Helicopter shield has been disabled. Reactor malfunction. Severe damage detected. And as you're hearing this, there's just the heavy thumps that stomp through the ground as this thing lumbers towards you. Now, Daniel, how are you going to distract this thing so it doesn't get to just immediately coup de grace the Sala?
So like all the drones that are flying around, all the camera drones, I'm assuming it has some kind of resistance, so it won't actually hurt it. But they all start swarming around its viewports, its cameras,
Mm-hmm.
and then I use the electromagnetic pulse that ability, which would do energy damage, but something this big probably has resistance. But I like to
It's
think
not
like all of
resistant
them.
to the damage.
Oh.
It would have been resistant to the damage if they had originated outside of 3, but they would be attacking it directly.
I mean, technically, depending how many they are, it might take it down a structure. No, this is just narrative. But all the electricity emitting from them starts fritzing out his sensors. So, like, essentially, he goes blind.
Yeah, and we see, like, from his view, just the Sala right there, arm smoking, and it starts to lift the arm that has this anti-material rifle on it. And then a bunch of fucking Amazon drones start swarming around it. There's a bunch of sparks as Dean has to cover his eyes as consoles start sparking and fritzing on. He's like, ow, 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 oh, you son of a bitch!
Yes.
Do you know how much this cost?
Hey, since we're being narrative,
Wait. Actually, before you say that, or before you, when he says, "Do you know how much you cost?" Can just every single drone start emitting Set's laugh? Just like just
Oh Christ, that's terrifying.
because I feel like he would entirely enjoy doing this to this guy.
God.
hey,
It
What-
even starts coming
what is
through his
that?
speakers.
What is that 1D1 or 1D2? Indiana,
That's-
please don't tell me you're sticking around.
Indiana's going to turn
So-
into Lucky now.
she is going to start making her exit, but instead of boosting, she's... Hey, because we're being narrative, can we say the Mjolnir cannon is charged?
Sure.
Okay, it steps up, it goes blind, and you just hear over the system, "Got you now, bitch." Okay, activate the core system. Let's see. Okay, so I need to roll. I need to fire 6. Let's see. Okay. Mech loadout.
No, the laugh is not even a human laugh. I will
Yeah.
find the thing that this would be. No, not even that.
Vocal training and AI laugh.
So
Hold on,
I'm
let me
gonna
put it in
roll an
Yakshas.
attack. It doesn't even give me. What do I roll? That's the question. Well, I'm just gonna roll one of the. Oh, it's right there. Yep, I'm gonna roll. It's got all 6 rounds loaded. I have. Let's see. Can we say I have accurate from the rolls? Okay. Is that a hit?
What is the... Sorry.
19.
Oh,
So
yeah,
that's
definitely.
not 4 damage. Let's
That's-
see.
4 per round.
Oh, it deals 4 connect damage per loaded round, which is 6.
So 24
if,
damage.
If you fire
AP.
4 or more rounds at once, the attack gains AP, so it does just 24 straight damage to this dude. And on a hit, your target becomes shredded until the end of your next turn.
He is immune to the shred, but that would take him down a structure point.
I'm not
Get the
sticking around any
fuck-
further.
Okay, good. I was about to say, get
no.
the fuck out of there.
I think it's stunned, is what
Oh,
one is
thank
on the
God.
structure
That's
table.
perfect narratively.
So he's blind. and it's Sala's chest begins to rotate and spin like a cowboy spinning the chambers on their revolver, and all of a sudden there's do 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 do.
Pew, boom. And you see
yep.
all 6 of these rounds, like we follow one of them as it spins, and like Sniper Elite, it manages to pass through all of these wires, all of these cords, all of these connecting tubes and metal girders, and is hitting key systems inside this monstrosity, punching it, just bang, 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 bang. And as this thing staggers back, you have just enough time, Indiana, to see this thing brings down a fist just short of you. An arm bigger than Sala slamming into the ground, sending up just a wave of dirt.
Thank you for the assist scene. Scene.
Yeah.
No, this is
Sin,
Sin.
scene, same
Sin,
difference.
Yeah.
sin. Thank you for the assist, Sin. And Sala gets up, fist bumps the fist that almost crushed it, and starts to get the fuck out of there.
This little fist goes, boop.
I love that. That's
And
fucking sick.
this thing had 4 different weapons.
I have a question for Frank, potentially.
Mm-hmm.
While all of this is going on, can I search the office and then set up an IED in the office because I have blow shit up at a 6?
Yes. Roll me how you're gonna roll me your blow shit up.
Oh, fuck yeah.
We will call this a delayed blow shit up.
Yeah. Let's see. There's my blow something up roll with a 20.
That is a crit.
I take one of my grenades and I do a classic murder wire where I just tripwire in the front of the door, and then I set another one up. Like, basically, Frank takes 3 grenades, one in the desk, one at the front of the door, and then one at the closest thing to a fridge.
Yeah, that'll get him.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I also want to grab whatever's money's in this office. All the chefs. Give me the chefs.
You basically get all the chefs that were in the tin.
Okay, that's fair. Frank kind of, he's like probably whistling the fucking sometimes I feel I want to doot doot, and he'll tap on something, the getaway, like fucking as he's like putting these chefs and then setting these grenades up, and then just like as he walks out setting the final tripwire at the door, he'll just like put his finger on his ear and go, "All right, who's got a plan to exfil old Frank?"
I'm swinging by already. Like, I'm holding on to like one of the floating drones, and I'm just like, hop in.
Yeah, fucking Frank hops in with the mobility assist from the suit. And he's got a cigarette in his mouth, and he's just like, "I did work. You can't tell me to not have a cigarette."
Sin's also smoking, so
Yeah.
he's not smoking. The cigarette's there, but the wind from riding on the drone is just blowing it almost into his mouth, so he's literally just holding onto it with his teeth.
Oh, I love
He
that.
can't even smoke it.
Perfect. And by the way, Indiana, as you're leaving, this thing is just like, it's like watching a kaiju monster have a tantrum. As another round from the anti-material rifle, you just hear the as it flies by you. Fucking sails just past that gas station. We get the fucking view as it goes in through one of the windows, out through the back, and thankfully there is not enough resistance in the concrete to actually stop the shell. As the fucking old lady there just looks up and is like,
Perfect. Oh, she's probably on the phone, and I gotta go. No,
Yeah.
I'll call you.
no, she's like, so anyway, well, there goes my pay.
Maybe
Another
maybe some
one
of the maybe I have a thing. Maybe some of the particles that shear off of this round as it travels just rip off and fleck the window of Sala's cockpit and just pepper it and crack the glass. Okay, it's time to be going.
And another one is firing the AA gun off of a Gepard
Yeah.
as like just a minigun. Then the classic, my personal favorite, the full auto minigun shotgun.
Hell yeah.
And then an arm pulls back and the fingers morph together into a chain sword that's just swinging around.
Oh, shit. Well, it's a good thing. I can't fly. Just on comms. Flight system's disabled. Luckily, I'm faster than this thing is.
And it's also blinded as we see like all of these drones going around just making these obscene, upsetting AI sounds, like the closest a computer could conceive of laughing,
Yeah,
which is just
because-
mechanical screeching as it's the mouth of this thing catches a couple of these drones in it and just crushes them. Like, meow.
It's the closest I'll get to a nanite
Unit
swarm.
lost. Unit lost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In your cockpit, I'm guessing,
Yeah.
Sin.
Well, it's not my
Yeah.
drones. They were the camera drones.
Right?
Yeah.
No, I know, but just still.
Yeah, but you
Yeah,
are
Lost.
getting like
Unit lost.
connected units are disappearing off of your
Yeah.
HUD. Yeah, you guys. When you reconnect, you guys are just fucking sprinting through New York's fucking.
Sybil with
Ugh.
us?
Yeah, she comes up
Good.
behind you.
You see Sala carrying the other arm in an arm.
Yeah, Frank looks
You
at you
guys
and
want a
goes,
combat situation.
yeah, Frank looks at you and goes, holy shit, Indiana, you look like hammered shit.
Yeah, you should see the other guy.
Frank's like, atta girl, like fucking.
The other guy was the hammer.
Oh, yeah, that's unfortunate. Hey, how's your mech running, Sybil?
It's running. Idiots didn't take anything out to stop me from just going and picking it back up. Might have, and this thing is running right beside you guys, and you see that kick-ass melee weapon it has. Is it like pats it into the other hand with this heavy thong thong? It's just like, it's good to be back in the saddle.
Kinda, yeah, it's kinda like, yeah, good to have you back. And
Okay.
we even picked up a pay bonus.
Captain, I hope you're on this frequency. We should probably be moving just as soon as we get on board.
There's a crackle. It's like, you're lucky we just got out of surgery. Now, what the fuck did you chuckle nuts do?
No. You have to understand. After the first bout, he decided to go ahead and rig the stadium. Mines, flamethrowers, even buried his own Colossus underneath the gravel behind the start sign.
He had a what?
Some sort of Colossus of some sort. An antimatter rifle of some sort. You know. Just New York
Shit.
things.
Fucking hate this city.
We were lucky probably to decide to flip before he did.
All right, little birdies, get home. We're getting out of here.
I would recommend top speed, whatever that is.
Tweet, tweet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we were already. Don't worry, door will be down. Just get in. And like over her comms, you already hear like some stuff, and you hear the warning: hangar bay doors opening. All personnel stand clear.
Actually,
Oh.
I gotta get in front of my fan for this. It's more like, tweet, tweet.
Like he's outside, yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
Thanks, Mom.
Probably-
We'll be home in time for dinner.
Also, Captain, could you do me a favor?
I'm not really in the favor-giving mood, but
I'll pay you
You
back.
and me.
I just need you to go to the full salvo, grab a 6-pack, and give it to Mandy. She's not going to be very happy.
great. You make my job hard every day, Indiana.
You know, you act like I'm the...
kills the comms.
As she does it,
You
it's... You know I'm not the only one that makes your job hard.
Oh man, she fucking cold called you at that point. She fucking cut that. Oh man, you got fucking owned.
You know, why do I get the feeling that Mur is her favorite?
Oh, because Mur is everyone's favorite? Mine included.
Everyone gets a
Pretty
little
much.
bit quiet. Yeah, Gollum's just like, Jesus, what in the fuck was that thing?
That
Well,
thing.
I believe it's called a mech.
And like actually walks up and like lightly knocks on Legion to like jostle it a bit just
Hey,
to
what the
make
fuck?
life
I'm in
harder for
here.
you.
Rude. I'm of
Yeah, but
delicate
you're not
constitution.
You're not the one riding on top of it, old man. That's the point.
What, you want to make me a smoothie?
Depends on the day.
That's fair.
Hey,
Oh, no,
he's serious about it. Ask me how I know.
Gawain's comm starts getting overridden with laughter.
He just fucking like we see in his car. He's like, "Fucking hate these little robots," and like pulls the cord out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that was my fun for the day. I'm glad
Yeah,
everybody
you
got
guys-
out of there.
Yeah.
You'll
Yeah,
be down
when-
for full repair.
That
I just
stun
wanna- I
probably
just wanna
came in
see
clutch.
something. I want to see something if you hadn't stunned it.
Yeah, probably would
What
have
would've
gotten a
happened?
shot off on me.
Yeah, it would have, because it gets 2 actions around. So the D20. Holy shit!
Yep, that would have crit.
How much damage?
25.
So that I would have lost another structure point.
I'd be dead.
Actually, you said 25?
Uh-huh.
That's enough to do the other 2 structure points for Sala.
Oh
Damn.
my god.
Yeah,
This thing could have
I'm.
focus fired one of you to death.
I've got
Mhm.
10 HP.
Yeah, I mean,
Ooh.
Sala's only got 12.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay, anyone out there who's gonna DM Lancer, if you really fucking hate your players, make an ultra with the anti-material rifle off the sniper.
Frank has the same HP as you. He just has higher armor.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I never checked that. Is that AP damage? I think
Sala
it is
only
because
has 1
sniper.
armor, so it wouldn't have mattered much.
Yeah.
The sad part about me is even though my HP is really low, all my drones have more HP than I do.
Huh.
I think
Yeah, your
both-
drones also have stupid high armor, don't they?
No, they don't have armor. The Tempest drones all have resistance. All deployables and drones next to me
Ah.
have resistance to all
He could
damage.
not have fired that one again. He would have had to have used probably the Gepard or the shotgun because that's a
So-
loading weapon.
So, yeah, it didn't roll me that damage. I'm curious if I would have survived.
Yeah, hold on, that one only does 8. So it would have been 8 plus the 10, so it would have been 18.
18 would not have been enough, but it would have knocked me another structure point.
Which
So-
would have been another 3 dice on the structure table.
Another roll of the dice, another opportunity to go, oh shit, my reactor just decided to fuck itself.
Whew, man, that thing was scary.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you guys come back home, the Carcardons or whatever the fuck they're called. I can't remember what I call them. The crabs.
Yeah.
Because Carcardon is sharks, not crabs. They're waiting for you, protecting the runway as you guys come back to the hangar. Everybody rolls back on in.
Mm-hmm.
I like to imagine you guys are getting nestled into your spots. The clamps are coming down that hook around the shoulders to kind of steady the mechs in place and hold them still.
Hey,
And
Ron,
Mandy,
what shoulder?
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, only one of them for you. So Sala kind of leans a little bit as you start getting, and like you can see, even before you get out, Mandy's already coming down the fucking aisle and she's yelling at you.
Is there a 6-pack? Is there a 6-pack
She
anywhere
is
near
carrying
here?
a six. There's someone behind her who is carrying the 6-pack, another one of the mechanics, and he looks like he's just like, oh holy hell, let's go. Like he's having to listen to it, and he looks scared.
Frank's gonna hop out and go, Mandy! And like he's gonna stand between her and Sala and be like, we did some really good work out there.
Don't think I won't punch a dying man. I'll kick you right in the scroll.
He looks and goes, well shit, fuck you too, and he's gonna walk off. He's not dealing with that shit today.
Hey, how
Frank doesn't want to die to Mandy either.
Well, I was gonna say, how observant are Frank and Mandy?
Mandy's Mandy's not observant because Mandy is in a fuming rage.
Yeah, Frank's
Okay.
not observant because he's like, well, I need to go and talk to Myrrh.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Yeah. What's that?
Nothing.
Okay.
My favorite part is I haven't talked to Rowan about this yet, so Rowan's also like, what the fuck's going
Yeah,
on?
I'm like, what the fuck's going on?
Well, you see, when one falls from a fucking height like that, they've got a concussion.
Yeah, you got a bit of a concussion.
It's probably pretty observant to anybody who's paying the slightest bit of attention.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Frank,
So
Frank probably would have picked up on it. If it's a concussion, like Frank
I don't
is...
think she's out of her mech yet. That's the
Okay,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah. But Indiana's just gonna go and sleep it off because
Actually,
that's
that's
what
a
you do
terrible
with
idea.
concussions.
As you get up, Gawain of all people, like, claps you on the shoulder, turns you around, and goes, "You're going to the doctor, and I'm going with you because I don't trust you to actually go to the doctor."
That act of spinning her around,
Oh,
probably she loses her balance.
and he like fucking catches you like, whoa, laddie or lassie,
What?
you
No,
good, princess?
I'm fine. Just what? You have to
Just
kick my ass again?
No, you just got a wee bit of a concussion, and I'm the only one allowed to give you those.
Oh, when did we make that deal? Did I forget that we said that last time?
Aye, because I gave you a concussion. Now come on. And he's gonna fucking like hike you up over his shoulder.
I mean,
How is-
she? What is it? She is
That
like
can't-
5 foot nothing and barely 100 pounds, maybe
That-
less than.
How is
That
Mandy
cannot be
reacting to
good for a
this?
concussion.
She's like, y'all. It like starts to go, and then Gawain's just like starts yelling back like just a bunch of Scottish insults, like, "Listen to me, you wee little crotch fire goblin looking." They're just shouting back and forth
Crotch
obscenities.
goblin.
Like, and then as soon as he's in the elevator, slams the button, it closes and goes, "Well, that was fun. I ain't done that since Glasgow."
Yeah, I think Frank will be in the med bay when they get there too, because Frank's trying to
Okay,
talk to
so
Myrrh.
he doesn't have Indiana's lunch all over the back of his shirt.
Good.
That's
That's a good thing.
that's
He had just been like, "Oh Jesus!" But you get into the med bay, and Murr is no longer on the operating table, but is currently unconscious in a table with all of these like medical arm things coming out of the ceiling, watching over him. And as you walk in, the orange triangles representing Nicholas appear on one of the wall screens, and it's like, "Operator Ordonez."
Wait, did you fucking operate on him while we were fucking gone?
It was the captain's orders.
Captain fucking ordered for you to operate on him while he would and like he just stops for a moment.
Please lower your voice. The patient is sleeping.
Says, I don't give a fuck what you have to say, you robot fuck. You have a choice and you fucking know it. And he's gonna walk out of the room and storm to the captain.
Yeah, and as you leave, and you're like, "Oh, I have a choice," and he goes, "I know. I do."
Yeah, hey, Frank doesn't fucking respond. He doesn't even fucking listen. He's seeing red.
Right? Indiana, you get brought in, and it's like, have you come to yell at me as well? Operators Indiana and Gowan.
You know, your voice is kind of comforting.
Oh,
Reminds
now
me
she
of
really
home.
does have a concussion.
Yeah.
Yeah, and as you say that, Gowan's just like not super gently, but not roughly, like lays you onto one of his like little bitch got trauma. Don't take nothing she says for granted.
Ignore me. Go see if your boyfriend's fine.
What? What? No, I'm going to the bar. Is what I'm doing. I'm gonna let you two. Well, gonna let that one sleep. You
What
ain't
are you
sleeping.
saying? Mer's not your boyfriend? Or no, wait, you didn't say he wasn't.
Reaches, grabs you by the shirt, and pulls you up, and goes, "Listen to me, you little bitch. If I hear you talking shit again,
She
I'm going to."
pats. Go ahead.
It's just like, no, I'm going, and then you pat him.
Pats the hand on the collar, his hand on her collar, and says, "Hey, I can't turn off the cameras this time. Be careful."
Don't, whatever you do, don't sedate her. Make sure she's awake for it. Rotter deserves it.
What did I
As he
ever do
leaves.
to you?
Uh-huh.
As he's leaving, just like down the hallway, you hear, "Fuck yeah!"
So how are
So what
you?
are the-
How are you today, Nicholas? We can cut away from
Yeah.
there, but I think that's
Just
how
like-
it starts.
As these arms like whir as they move across the ceiling to
Please do
over
not
to your
speak.
bed.
Like,
It's just like, that is a strange question to ask. Please remain still as we begin the examination.
I can tell you how it is. I'm fine. Just a little tired.
One comes down, keeps one of your eyes open as another comes down with a light and shines it in your eyes and goes, "You are not fine." And then we cut away.
God.
What are Sin and Howler doing before we get to Frank and the Captain having a shouting match?
I don't know why, but I imagined like when Mandy came storming in, Howler probably just like froze.
Not freeze. He waits for everybody to leave, and then he's like,
Yeah.
Chief Engineer Laughlin,
What you?
I tried to minimize the damage to my mech, but unfortunately the others, they were attacking. I did as best as I could.
She looks over. She looks at Kong, takes a deep breath, and looks. Yeah, you got some structure damage. I can see it from here. But look at that. Slowly turns, moving her arm like her arm does not move, and then it points to the fucking Sala. Goes, look at that.
That is
Notice-
what happens when someone nearly sacrifices themselves in order to let the rest of us get away.
Listen,
And-
you dumb son of a bitch. Don't try and make me feel things about her. I'm mad right now.
But hey, look at that, gesturing to a completely clean Legion. Don't got no do no work over here.
She throws a wrench at you. Just reaches down
If
to
you
one
can
of the
dodge a
tables,
wrench, you
picks
can
up
dodge a
her-
dodgeball. Dodge it.
grabs a wrench, and she's like, "Shiny this."
Probably connects right in the forehead.
Ow. Ow. That's gotta hurt.
Did you still have your helmet on?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was flying around. I had to have something.
Yeah, she wouldn't have thrown it at you if you didn't have a helmet on. She's not literally about to give someone brain trauma.
Yeah.
It like hits the helmet, and to my side, little robot Legion or robot set is just ha 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 bouncing back and forth on its four legs.
Yeah, he has not stopped laughing since you've done that. Except now that he's in this machine with like an actual vocalizer, it's not just the horrible screeching sounds.
I like the idea that now that he's in Boston Dynamics mode, it's just a synthetic bark.
No, it's laughter.
Yeah.
Though it does do the little dog wiggle.
Yeah,
They
the
do
dog
in that
happy
happy.
dance. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what I
yeah.
said.
The little
I feel
trot.
like this thing looks like the dog from Recore.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, kind of.
Recore.
Yeah,
The game.
It was a game that came out.
that's pretty much
It was
the
a
best
game
you
that
can
came
do for it. It was a game that came out.
Yeah, I can't really say much about it. I haven't played it, but it doesn't didn't look like something that was my cup of tea.
How do you spell it? Oh,
R-E-C-O-R-E.
Oh yeah, Recore. Yeah,
Beautiful.
Recall.
probably pretty close.
Yeah.
Well, now let us get to this shouting match of the century.
Yeah, I think that Frank gets into the command room, and before he's even in her office, he's like across the room just like, fuck you! Fuck you!
And she just turns and gives you like the death glare.
Oh, I don't give a fuck where we are. You know what the fuck you did.
I do. Save
Uh-huh.
your kid.
Yeah, you fucking saved him when I wasn't fucking there. You should have fucking said something at least.
Turns and like motions with her hand for him to follow into the room.
And he's just like simmering.
What was your plan, Frank? As like the door closes behind her and she goes to her desk, hands on. It's like, tell me again. You were going to take him where?
He looks at her and goes, oh, you're gonna fucking play that card?
I am.
Huh. Wow. You know what? I thought I had fucking respect for you.
Frank, you were going to take him to a doctor in the infected zone.
Uh-huh.
There are no doctors in the infected zone. You were
All
going
right.
to take him to an unlicensed, untrained, semi-professional
Yeah,
in the infected zone.
better than a fucking ghoul of a robot.
An AI that can read medical manuals in seconds.
Kind of looks and goes, I don't care. Even if you make that decision, which you should have fucking told me, when he's under the knife, you should at least fucking tell me he's under the knife.
He is as much mine as he is yours.
And Frank looks.
You made that abundantly clear.
Yeah, and Frank's got this look on his face, and he goes, fuck you. Fuck this whole fucking ship. Fuck you. Fuck them. Fuck every single one of you motherfuckers. I'd burn this whole fucking thing to the ground for him.
Yeah. Get out of my office.
Just fucking... And he's just gonna fucking walk out, and just as he leaves, he's just gonna be like, fucking asshole. And just like, yeah.
Talk to me when you've cooled down.
No, I'm not talking to you again. And he's just gonna go and fucking leave. He's gonna stay in his room.
Yeah.
I like to imagine on your way to your room, you came across Sin, and he's just like, "Oh, hey, Frank," and then just
Fuck
a fist,
you!
just fist in the face. Can you just punch him?
I think he's not gonna punch you because
Aw.
he's just going to stand in front of you and go, if I have to hear one fucking word out of your mouth, I'm going to shoot everyone on this goddamn ship. And he's just gonna like keep walking.
Once you're out of earshot, that sounds kind of fun, but I mean, it wouldn't be that great.
Jesus.
Yeah, Frank's pissed. You fucking put his kid under the knife without him knowing. That's fucked up. That's objectively fucked up.
I actually think that was the plan that we talked about last time.
Without telling him?
No, I think he was there for that at the meeting.
I didn't know that he was going under that. Does anyone else remember that?
I'll have to go back and look at the footage.
I might be bullshitting myself.
That's my bad. That's my bad if it is that, because he wouldn't react like that if he knew that was the plan.
If it could also be a thing where he legitimately had an old man cancer moment and forgot.
I mean, maybe. I mean, he's got fucking nerve damage. Like, that shit fucks with your head.
Whatever it was, I don't think she said that she's going to have Nicholas do it.
Yeah, and I also,
But she did say, no, you're not taking him to the infected zone. You're not having a fake doctor do this.
No,
it's going to be done on my ship.
I do remember that, but I don't remember, hey, he's going to go under the knife while you're on a mission. Because Frank would have just said, fuck the mission.
Yeah, because that was he's going to go under ASAP.
Yeah, and he definitely would have said, fuck the mission at that point,
also,
I think.
I'm going to say
it would have been a bigger deal, I guess.
There's some stuff that went on in the background that you guys didn't know about.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. No, yeah, and I don't think that
that wasn't me trying to pull a aha on
No.
you.
No, I think that Frank's reaction is I think that if Frank had heard I might not have comprehended last session what you were saying also, which I think that Frank would have made a bigger deal out of it. Because I definitely think that Frank is very much under the idea of, oh, you have a potential to die? Well, I'm going to be sitting there with you the whole time.
Right.
You know?
It
But
also
yeah,
could
no,
be
no.
a sense of if Murr suddenly got a lot worse very suddenly while we were out, if they
Mhm.
Which
didn't
he
have a
did.
choice, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Because I did a roll in the background to see how's murdering. Oh, a 1.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think that Frank would have reacted pretty poorly if he was in worse health or if he had had surgery. This was a no-win for if there was like a situation. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
yeah, I think that Frank probably is gonna go to his room because I don't think that Frank really. I think Frank's in a bad state of mind about that one.
And something you notice
No,
when you do.
actually, I think he wants to go to Lashana.
Oh, I was gonna say, you're gonna go to the library and beat up the librarian again?
Yeah, you're gonna
right?
beat up the poor Mr. Handy in there.
Yeah, right.
You
I
have
think for
one
the first
overdue
time. I think for the first time on this ship, Frank is going to willingly go to therapy about this.
All right.
He's
You know
trying to be better, guys.
He really is.
He's trying
We
to
will-
be better.
We will go to that then, because this
Yeah.
is unprecedented.
Yeah. I think that Frank fucking flings open the doors to Lashana, and is there anyone in there other than Lashana?
No, she's like startled at her desk when you do that. She's like, "Oh, Frank."
And he's gonna like sit down on the fucking couch and go, Domingo.
Right. Domingo. You scared me. I'm sorry.
My own fucking kid. I mean, not, but and she throws that.
Deep breath. I don't know what's going on. And you need to take a deep breath before you can tell me.
And he's gonna take a very deep breath, let out like one of those shudderingly angry sighs.
And then she, like, on her own shoulder, she demonstrates, like shoulders down a little bit.
Yeah. And he's gonna like fucking angrily pull out a cigarette and light it and be like, sorry. And like fucking he's just gonna be like, just fucking bullshit.
What happened?
Fucking threw him under the knife while I was fucking gone. Didn't say a goddamn thing. Didn't say a goddamn thing.
About Murr?
Yeah, about fucking Murr. Didn't say a goddamn thing. I have a fucking right to know.
We had a Code Blue incident while you guys were on the mission.
Yeah, I had essential comms on. That should have gone through essential comms to me. I have a fucking right. And he's gonna like lean back and throw his hands up.
Frank, I'm not saying that you don't. I do not know why those did not go through. It could be that medical alerts are an on-ship basis and are not considered essential comms for combat team on the field. But there were extenuating circumstances, is all I'm saying.
Yeah. And
Murr was in a bad way. I saw it.
And he fucking takes the cigarette and he fucking goes like, I get it. I get the fucking robot. I get the fucking robot. Whatever. Fucking whatever. I get the fucking robot. But just and he's just gonna take another puff and he's just gonna be like, you know what I had to go through? I didn't tell you the story, did I? I mean, I told you the story, but I didn't tell you the months afterwards. The long months.
Uh-huh.
He's like, my kid, I didn't fucking raise him pretty much. I left that to her. She was for child rearing or whatever. I don't fucking know. I was stupid back then. This one I fucking had to give a shit about. More so, I guess. I mean, when you fucking almost die over and over again, and 8 months in the fucking cold, and the goddamn the fucking crack, and he's just like leaning forward, and like it is very clear Frank does not know how to express any of this.
I understand, Frank. And I'm sure that if it had been any other kind of situation, you would have been informed.
Yeah. You're just like, Captain didn't seem to think so.
What did she say?
Well,
no twisting words. Tell me what she said.
She said, I have just as much a right as you. You proved that. Yeah, I fucking get it. Fucking, he's like, fucking. Well, I thought that there was a fucking trust, you know? I thought there was a respect, at least. At least that there was some kind of fucking understanding.
Frank, let's look at it from the captain's point of view. That happened around the same time that we all found out about the story with you and Myrrh. And that breaks trust.
Mm-hmm.
And trust is a hard thing to get back. And the captain is not a trusting woman anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know what?
I'm not excusing it.
No, fuck 8 years. Fuck 8 years. Fuck it all. Apparently.
I don't think that that was what she meant. I think what she meant was, in this situation, she cares about Myrrh. She's raised Myrrh, in a sense, for those 8 years as well.
Oh no. Remember, we've only been on the ship
Oh,
for
yeah.
like 2 years.
2 years. Well,
Yeah.
then for the 2 years she's known you. She wouldn't let a child, when he came in, be the medical officer of her ship unless there was some sort of respect for his abilities.
Kind of goes, yeah. No, that's fine. It's just, you know, I'm dying, getting cut out from Indiana, getting cut out from Myrrh, getting cut out from fucking everybody. I'm the walking ghost ship. People are afraid of me. People don't like me. People think I'm a fucking ghoul. It's fucking fine. But the fact that I'm not even allowed the dignity that I'm supposed to fucking have as a human goddamn being, that's where I draw the fucking line.
Do people say that you're a ghoul?
Do people say most anything? I fucking see it. And it's not that I'm fucking looking for it. I know what I've done. I'm a bad fucking person. And he's like, and he probably like sits on that for a moment.
And she lets him.
That doesn't mean that I'm always a bad fucking person. Doesn't mean I'm not fucking trying.
Everyone has their own view of things because everyone is working off of what they know. Most of the people here don't know you like I know you, don't know you like Howler knows you, like Sin knows you. I don't think that the people who know you think you're a ghoul, but I think that the people who know you do know that you're trying.
You know, some days I wish I'd just hurry up and fucking die already.
What would that look like?
I
Well,
don't fucking know.
what do you think would happen? Let's say tomorrow. You don't wake up. What's that look like for the rest of the ship?
Boo-hoo, lost a Yaksha. Myrrh's devastated, captain's relieved. Rest of the Yaksha group will get the fuck over me.
Why do you have such a negative view of yourself?
Not for nothing, Doc, but I used to burn people alive.
You
I just
still
kind of
do.
dissociate through it. And then she says, you still do, and he fucking, there's a beat, the cigarette ashes on the floor, and he, yeah.
And Indiana shoots people,
Mm-hmm.
steps on them. Howler nuked an entire facility, and sometimes I'm afraid of what Sin is thinking up in that head. In a sense, they're as bad as you. Might not be as colorful, might not be as loud as fire. But they got the body count to go with it.
Goes,
And this isn't me trying to say that you have invalid feelings about these things, but what I'm trying to say is, what makes them better?
kind of goes, shit. Only person I thought I had a real ground floor on. Well, no. And he kind of like pauses and he's just like, I think the difference is that I know better.
Because you're older?
Yeah, because I already fucking made my mistakes. Why don't anyone fucking listen to the mistakes that someone else made? Huh? Why has this ship got to be jackasses repeating history over and over and over again? Why am I stuck in this bullshit cycle? I mean, fucking, at this point, I'm just walking around every fucking day. I don't even have booze anymore. I just kind of wait. You know, people make me eat. I can't fucking eat more than a handful of food a day without throwing up. My fucking treatments, that shit hurts. You know, it's like coming home sick and never not being sick.
I don't. But I do know that what you're feeling is something that I felt too. I'm an older woman, and I've made mistakes. Hell, I remember when I had my second kid, I said, you know what I said? It's not going to be like the first time. I'm going to do everything right. But I didn't. I didn't take my own advice. Still made the same mistakes. Not always the same mistakes, not always for the same reasons. Because we're human. And we're humans, which means we're really shitty at learning what we do. Because we only got the one life and the one view. And we get real wrapped up in it.
Kind of goes, I just hope one day the captain realized what would have happened if Mur died while I was gone because of this. Then maybe she'll kick me off the fucking ship. And he'll like fucking like stamp out the cigarette.
I think that she might have taken that into account. She might not have. But I think in that moment, all she was thinking is that someone that she cared about, that she was close to, was right there knocking on the Reaper's door. And that she would have rather take that risk than let him die and for nothing.
Frank kind of pauses and goes, all right. I think I'm done here. No offense. I think you're doing a fine job, but at this point, I don't think there's anything that I can say right now that's going to be productive, and I don't think there's anything you can say that's not going to go through one and out the other.
You know, you would have been fighting me on any of these points a couple months ago, she says as she stands up and opens the door for you. She's like, I think that's progress.
He kind of shoots her a bit of a look and goes, I guess dying makes you grow up. And he's going to fucking...
Frank,
He's... Mm-hmm.
or Donya, whatever you want to be called, Domingo. And she puts a hand on his shoulder, gives you a look, real genuine look, and a gentle squeeze, and says, I'm going to miss you.
And I think Frank actually wells up for a second. Like, he genuinely doesn't know what to do, and he goes, yeah. Well, I'll miss you too if you croak first.
She smiles and is like, oh, with all the stories y'all are telling me, I might, who knows?
He kind of
gives
chuckles.
you a little like older woman pat on the cheek and is like, "Oh, get out of here before someone else sees you cry."
Frank's like, not fucking crying. He's gonna walk out of the room.
Damn, I think that was pretty effective.
Yeah.
All right, well, does anyone else have anything before we let some time pass?
Nope.
We're not even 2 hours in, guys. Chill. Jesus.
I got nothing.
Oh, I'm just talking about the
Probably-
fact that we've crammed all of this into 2 fucking
Yeah.
hours.
Well, I had originally thought that you guys would be like, all right, we'll play your game. We'll do the second round.
Oh
And then
no!
then
Not
the
when that
third
thing
round.
showed up.
Oh, no, like that thing, was just going to sit there until the third round, and the third round was just going to be him. But I also was like, if they see the mines and the flamethrowers, they're immediately going to go, nope, we're done.
Yeah. That's what did it.
That's why I made it such a high DC.
Hi, Rowan.
No, I'm happy that you found it. I'm not mad. Hey, that saves me a whole combat encounter to run.
Hey, the
2
good news
combat
is
encounters.
you actually have to make your players roll perception.
Okay, I'm gonna end combat, start rest, and then I'm gonna end mission.
No, it was a
So-
joke because Mira really
Yeah,
can't hide
the
anything from my
36 or whatever
character.
passive
33 passive perception
into the ethereal plane.
to the
Yeah.
ethereal plane.
Into the ethereal plane with magic sight, like fucking.
True sight, if it's
Yeah.
the ethereal plane.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
True sight, I can't see invisible. Well, I
Yeah.
can detect it, but it would still be concealed. It wouldn't be.
Yeah, but
Yes.
you can look at like a disguise, like you can look at an illusion and be like, that's fake.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's
But
so good.
anyway.
I love it. Yeah. Sorry. Continuing.
So you guys are going to have a week going from New York to Labrador.
Oh boy. Uh-oh.
Do you guys have what are you guys doing for the week-long travel? And I think we're going to start with our more what are you doing, Sin?
Probably routine maintenance. He probably helps out a lot with like the maintenance on Jonathan. No,
Nicholas.
Why do I keep thinking Jonathan? Where's that coming from? I'm so
I
confused.
don't know.
Um,
I don't know why you think that it's Jonathan.
yeah. Routine maintenance on Nicholas. Probably helps out Mandy a lot with other people's mechs and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because he is ultimately an engineer, so it would be something he'd just be like, he's just kind of a part of her crew on a, what's it called? Not I guess on call or something. I don't know.
You're not part of the main crew. You're not
Yeah.
like listed crew.
Drop in, drop out. Like, I'm here to help. What do you got for me? And she
Yeah.
just orders him around. He's probably had multiple wrenches thrown at him.
Yeah.
And then
She throws them at your nuts if you're not wearing a helmet, though.
that's why he always wears a cup.
That's why she throws them there. She knows she can get
Yeah.
away with it.
Fair. And then a couple games of Magic with with Computer King, losing every single time.
Yeah.
Not because he's bad, but just because he just doesn't know. He
Because
can't.
Howard got fucking
Howard
borderline cheating
Tyler
decks.
lays down the
No,
Black
no,
Lotus.
He just deconstructed his red deck, so it's not so bad anymore.
Yeah, but what about the other ones?
See,
Did
Sin
you
is
ever-
the Magic player that sees a big card and says, "Oh, it's so cool! I want it in my deck."
Oh, World Spire Worm. I want this 15/15 in my deck.
Did you ever end up getting Indiana that sliver deck?
Probably, yeah. Oh boy, sliver deck, Gary.
And she's okay with playing old and new slivers since no one else plays the sliver deck?
Because no one else is an asshole.
Well, Indiana is just kind of that way, okay?
Yeah.
Hmm.
So what else are you basically what I'm getting at is, do you have any scenes that you're going to do?
I don't know.
Hmm.
Is there
Probably-
anyone you want to talk to?
I'm trying to think if there's anything important, beyond the fact that we're carrying around an AI that was designed to bring down to the entire world's banking system, and there's a giant agency after us for it. But I really don't know. I can't think of anything. So he's probably just general maintenance, and then probably checks in on not Mir. Checks in
And
on. I was thinking
Murs-
Magic the Gathering mirrors.
Mur is out for a couple days, but will wake
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, and you see that Frank is there constantly.
Yeah,
And Frank, whenever you walk in, Nicholas ceases like his I want to say maintenance, but like his routine care of Mur. Out of respect for you, he even like leaves the room.
Yeah. I think that Frank will kind of be slightly surprised, but too generally upset, like not actively upset, but like passively upset to really notice. You know what I mean?
The most you get out of him is like Operator Ordonez. I will provide you two with privacy.
Yeah. He'll
The door
probably
opens.
mutter. He'll actually mutter a thanks, just offhandedly. Oh, go ahead.
Sin shows up with a bottle of chocolate milk, and he's just like, I don't really know what to get someone that I'm not trying to win over for any particular reason as a get well thing. I feel like bringing flowers would just be awkward. So
He likes
brought,
tea.
oh,
Green if you've got it. Usually with honey.
I'll be right back. He walks out. You hear the crack as he opens the bottle and starts drinking the chocolate milk as he walks off. He'll return with green tea from the
And
Yeah,
he'll-
kitchen.
as you're gone, actually, there is
Yeah.
like a blink on one of the screens, and it's like, Operator Ordonez. I know I said I would provide you with privacy, but I would ask you a question, if it is allowed.
Kind of goes, shoot.
I do not understand Operator Sin. They seem so scattered.
Yeah. Here's the thing about Sin. Second you try to predict him, you're gonna fail. He's the type who's gonna do the last thing that you expect him to do. I don't think a single calculation could actually catch that one.
I was designed to predict the actions of world governments. I cannot predict the actions of Sin.
He kind of goes, yeah, that's because Sin ain't a world government, you dummy.
An
Does he
effective
mean
count.
that in like a rude way, or is that
You don't know.
You're not sure.
I was just curious.
Yeah.
I'm
Both
sure
of them,
if
you
this-
don't know if they mean that badly.
This is probably I don't know, after, because Indiana was released probably that day.
Yeah,
It was one
like
of those,
after.
yeah,
couple
you had a
hours.
concussion, and yes, sleep is actually fine for concussions.
After after they make certain that it's not something more severe.
Yes, as long
Yeah.
as it's not a brain bleed, yes.
Yeah. And I think, like, he's probably just waiting for Sin to come back with the tea.
Yeah, after he finishes that, he would be like, "Thank you, Operator Ordonez, for your understanding," and then disappears again.
Yeah.
Yep, Sin, you come back. Merce probably still asleep.
And he kind of looks at Sin and goes, hey, listen, want to apologize for the other day. Wasn't your fault. Nothing you did. Sorry.
Well, it's all right. I kind of heard a little bit about what you what you ended up saying to the captain. I think everyone on the bridge heard that, even through a closed door.
Well, and Frank kind of, he gets a bit of a steely gaze.
Well, I mean, to be fair, she did kind of do that behind your back, but I also heard that it kind of was a emergency scenario. So really, I'm just here to bring him some tea, and I've got a cup of ice in case you want to put it over ice, because he's obviously passed out still. I don't know how long this will last on the table.
Yeah, Frank's like, I'll let him know. Like, Frank is just like, God, you're real bad at this. I'm bad at this, and I'm better than you. Like,
Should I brought something? Oh, Indiana's not here. I'll have to find her. I'll take her something as a get well better present.
you might do that
Yeah,
chocolate
well,
milk
better.
that you had.
Oh shit! I gotta go back to the kitchen.
Hey, does Frank assume that chocolate milk is her favorite?
No, he was mainly fucking with Sin.
Sin
Oh.
believed it.
Yeah.
thought-
acquire the chalky
I was actually about to ask how Frank was reading my mind.
Ha! I love that though.
That's gonna be great. I show up with chocolate milk, and you're like, "Oh,
Yeah.
Who told you I like that?
wow." I just figured you would enjoy it.
Suspicious face.
Not even giving Frank the
Too bad
layup.
that-
Come on.
Too bad there's
Fair
not
was
even
fine.
an insight check.
Yeah.
She just
Well, it doesn't seem like Sin is very good at lying
Hold
or
on,
having a
hold on,
poker
hold
face.
Hold on.
Unless it's
hold on,
important.
Hold on.
Is this
Hold on,
important enough to
hold on,
try?
Hold on.
No.
Hold on. Hold on.
Always.
Hold on. Damn.
Oh, it was almost a 20.
She's
What would
she
you think? Sin,
You are
I can't
treated
tell.
to one of Indiana's unnerving stares.
Well, I'm just saying, like, I figure I don't know what to bring someone as a get well present that I'm not trying to impress or win over. So the best thing I can think of is one of my favorite drinks, and that's chocolate milk. Anytime I'm feeling sick, it makes me feel better. So I brought one to Murr, and when I brought one to Murr, he was obviously passed out still, so it's kind of a waste of chocolate milk. But then Frank was like, "Oh, you should bring him some green tea." So I brought him some green tea. So I drank the chocolate milk. But then he was like, "Indiana likes chocolate milk," so I was like, "All right, I'll bring her some chocolate milk." So I got you some chocolate milk.
Frank said that?
Well, he suggested it. He does. I don't. He just said you could try bringing her chocolate milk, so I did.
She's still giving me that unnerving stare, but she takes a drink of chocolate milk, still looking at you.
Fucking chalky milk mustache. With
Yeah,
the ink
chocolate milk
stare.
mustache and all. She doesn't even wipe it off. She's just looking at you and goes,
That feels so Indiana though.
"Thank you."
Oh shucks, you're quite welcome. I think our repairs are almost done on at least one of the arms on the Sala. We still got a little bit of work to do, but
Yeah,
she'll be up and running in no time.
I'm not quite sure why I did that, to be honest.
I mean, it saved our asses, so
Oh,
think we
no,
all owe
not
you
that.
one.
I was talking about sticking around for one last shot to the face.
oh, the fucker deserved it. I wanted to punch him so bad in that face. But the fact is, he's still alive, so I still can't punch him.
Oh yeah, nobody knows that Frank put IEDs in his room.
Yeah.
Nope.
Well,
It's kind of a fucked up thing Frank did. He's a bad man.
nobody knows except for
Indiana,
Butterball.
or not Indiana. That's why. That's why when you were like, "I used to burn people," no, you still do.
Yeah.
Here came the therapist slapping you with reality, like, you're not getting away with this.
Yeah.
Let's sit back and let's get real.
Yeah. Yeah.
What was I
You
going
want
to
to
say?
get real with the captain? I'll get real with you.
At some point, Indiana would like to have a conversation with... Actually, how big of an open secret was Frank's fight with the captain?
Not. Well, here's the thing. One of the people that's on the bridge is obviously comms, which is obviously Ryota, which is
Oh,
obviously
you're right.
the whole fucking ship knows.
I can see it now, that night in the full salvo. So there I was, just sitting, minding my own fucking business. And what do I hear from down the hall? Fuck you! I look around, because of course I'm thinking it's me. I'm wondering what the fuck I did.
Exactly. Oh, by
That's
the
such a
way,
Ryota story though.
his hair is green this time.
I turned around, I got half a pie left.
So
The dogs had
there I
the
was,
seizure on the
barbecue
floor.
sauce on my titties.
Oh, I thought you would get the Drake and Josh joke.
Oh no, I got it. I got it. That was good. That's a deep
Anyway.
cut.
Anyway,
This wreck is spherical.
would like to have a conversation with, yeah, yeah, probably, Frank, I suppose.
Mm.
Well, yeah,
I'm getting a lot of
because-
screen time. I'm sorry, guys.
Why are you
That's
apologizing?
okay. No problem.
I'm always worried I take up too much screen time.
You need to stop doing that.
Okay.
Just shut up.
Okay, I will shut up by talking.
But well, so you didn't go to the infirmary that night, otherwise definitely would have had a concussed Indiana talking to you, and that would have been a
Yeah.
lot of fun. But that didn't happen. So, yeah, she comes and kind of seeks you out wherever you're sulking.
Oh, he's sitting there reading a paperback right next to Mur, as Mur is still sleeping.
Oh, looks like
He is
a
no
candy-
longer intubated, though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Like, that first night was, like, intubated, fucking constantly being surveilled by the arms that Nicholas has been using.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, looks like Mer's doing better. Morning, Nicholas, and hello to you.
Oh, Nicholas is not
Frank?
there.
Even if he's not there, I mean,
Yeah.
True.
And
And it's hard to
he'll-
tell.
He probably will say, said he was going to give me some privacy.
do you always have a habit of chasing everybody off? She says with a smile.
Ooh.
That
He
was a
looks
joke.
up. No, yeah. He looks up and he goes, suppose so. And then looks back down at his book.
All right. What's wrong? She says, sitting down at the chair next to him.
Goes, well, the, wounded bird that I saved a long time ago after wounding the rest of the bird's family ended up getting taken from me and putting in another nest. Now no one trusts me with the wounded bird because I wounded it worse, and I'm kind of just a big piece of shit. That's about the size of what's wrong.
That's not true.
Which part? Most of it sounded pretty accurate.
You really think no one trusts you?
Yeah, pretty much. At least Captain fucking doesn't. Fucker.
Since when is the captain everybody?
Eh,
How many
might
times
as
have
well
I
be.
intentionally pissed off the captain just for the hell of it?
That's true. I figure if anybody knows about conflicts with the woman, it's you.
That's right. And you know what I do?
Huh.
I wear a big shit-eating grin because the day I let her get to me is the day I go back to Lashana. And thankfully, after last combat, I have not yet had to talk to that woman.
Kind of goes, I went and talked to her last night.
Oh, really? Asked to?
Well, more like kicked the door in.
You know, out of everyone on this ship, the last person I would willingly talk to is probably her. Right next to Greasy. At least about things that aren't conspiracy theories.
Goes, yeah, I don't think I would trust him to keep any of my secrets.
No, that's probably fair. He's probably
I'll-
worse at it than Ryota. And that's saying something.
Yeah. You know, Ryota actually trusted me with a secret once. Still haven't said it. I think it's my final fuck you.
Damn it, you know now I'm interested, but I'm not gonna press.
Yeah, Frank chuckles at that one. He probably has finally set his book down now.
Besides, I trust you. I followed you behind that gas station not knowing what the fuck was going on, didn't I?
Yeah, that's fair. It's not likely I was gonna shoot you, though. Kinda goes, I guess, what I should say is, well, I don't fucking know about combat team. I'm sure it's mixed, but,
Mixed?
I don't think...
No.
Eh.
You know, someone, and by someone, I mean Sin brought me a glass of chocolate milk earlier today. You know what he
He
said?
goes, huh.
He said you suggested it. Now either you're a mind reader, or he just got lucky. And by that, I mean you.
Indiana, I'm gonna be honest with you, because honesty is my new thing. He says that every fucking time. He's like, I was just telling him mainly to, hey, I was just fucking with him mainly.
But he trusted you enough to follow it. As a matter of fact, I think any part of combat team would follow you to hell and back.
That honestly gives him a little pause, because that's like a weirdly good point, in Frank's mind at least. Honestly, in my mind too, that's like a weirdly good point. Probably says, Here's the problem, though. Last night, I have just solidified my reputation until I die or am kicked off of this ship with everyone who is not combat team that I am the big bad wolf and to be avoided.
Look, reputation. The Frank I knew didn't give a shit, first of all. But second, the Frank I knew didn't believe in irreparable reputations. You consort with me, and I was quite literally a child soldier once upon a time.
And probably says, yeah, problem with that, though. Reputation got my kid. And, like, he's just openly calling Murr his kid now. You know what I mean? And, like, reputation got my kid under a dangerous, potentially lethal surgery with not a single goddamn soul thinking it was important to tell me.
I can't say anything that will make that situation better. But, I was reading this passage from The Art of Zen and Motorcycle Repair.
Ha!
It was
Which-
talking about taking off the gas, the cover to the tank, and discusses all of the things you're planning on doing to the inside of the motorcycle as soon as you get this cover off. There's just one problem. You've destroyed the head of this screw. This one small, insignificant screw. Something that you hadn't even thought about taking off. Something that wasn't even part of your plan because you had bigger, grander things to do on the inside. And yet, here it is. This one small screw holding up your entire vision. So what do? The first thing you do is you take a step back and go back to the fundamentals, right? You assess the situation and realize this screw, there are ways of dealing with it. It just depends on which route you want to go. You could try an easy out. You could try and cut new threads on the head. You could take a blowtorch to it if that's what your plan is. Hell, you might create a new way of fixing it that no one else has ever thought of. But first, you have to take that step back.
And Frank kind of
Anyone who's actually read the motorcycle, the Art of Zen
Yeah.
Motorcycle Repair will know that's
Yes.
from the book.
And Frank is going to pause for a moment. And he's going to say, Indiana, when I'm gone, I have a very important thing for you to give Murr. And he's going to reach into his coat pocket where you assume he's been keeping this the entire time and pull out an envelope. He's going to say, I trust you. There's a lot of chevs. Too many chevs. It's all linked to an account. Just make sure it gets to him. This in the letter. There's something for the captain, too. Had to do some rewriting. And he's going to hold the letter between the two of you. Says, I ask you don't read it. I hope you don't. If you do, probably not a lot of stuff that you're going to care about.
Why?
Private stuff. You know.
Frank, she says, taking both of her hands, one on the letter, one on your hand, and goes,
Mm-hmm.
if I have to come out and spell it, I guess the first... I will. There is nothing... Pretty sure I made it clear I do care about you as a person. And if that's not getting through, that's my fault.
He goes, no, what I mean is the letter. Stuff you're not going to understand.
I understand that, but I'm also... for someone who is the biggest boomer I've ever met, You sure like to write between the lines a lot.
Kind of goes, well, I don't think I'm writing anything. Perfectly honest with you, if you live every single day like you're not trying to pretend to be someone else, I mean, shit's hard, but at least I don't have to do anything about it. I just tell people what I feel.
Can I ask you a question?
Shoot.
Why aren't you afraid of death?
Kind of pauses and goes, that's a heavy one. Not a bad one. I guess that whenever that meteor hit, I think then I should have died, but then I didn't. And then, whenever I was fending off my home before the Rangers made it out there, I should have died, and I didn't. And then when I clocked my partner in the Rangers, but I didn't. And then the TBK, radiation, all that. Perfectly honest with you, all I've done is live. I've kind of worn this whole fucking thing out, and I didn't live good. Just, maybe it's like, maybe it'll be something that's meaningful, something that makes up for some of the shit I've done. I know it's fucking cliche, but it's not like I really get a do-over.
You and me both.
He goes, I know this is probably rich coming from me, but at least you're young. I don't know all the things that happened when you were, before we met you. But you got that look. Not the look of the guy who gets his throat slit for a grenade launcher, but the other way around. I get it.
What? You think...
Tell you what I think. I think you've been through some straits. I think we all been through some straits. Think that you got some time to fix those straits. And if you're guilty about whatever you done, well, fuck it. Let me be a lesson. I'm fucking miserable.
You know? I'm scared, Frank.
Frank's gonna look and go, that question you asked earlier, why I'm not afraid? It's the wrong question. And he's gonna give you a hug.
She probably does start to cry as she gives you that hug back.
Yeah, and Frank is trying to be strong.
Yeah.
I think he'll kind of pull back from the hug once it feels like it's been a reasonable amount of time,
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna go, wonder why I gave you that letter and not the other two?
Because those other two are idiots, and one would probably lose it, and the other would probably gamble it away.
Yeah, that. But the other thing is, I think you're the only one here other than me who knows better.
Knows what better.
And he kind of gives you this funny little smile and goes, if you ain't picked up on it yet, you'll pick up on it. I know you will.
I hope you're with us for a while yet, Frank. I don't think you know how bad things are going to go to shit when you're not.
Goes, yeah. Merle'll take care of it. And he'll look down and he'll go, that kid's gonna go somewhere. I don't fucking know where, but it's gonna be better than anywhere we go.
Yeah, that's pretty much all Indiana has to say. She'll sit in quiet for a little bit.
Yeah, and I think Frank will probably do the same. One of those, understanding quiet moments where it's like, let's just, be in the moment. There's a lot of things to process.
Right.
Yeah.
Damn. Well, what's Howler doing this week?
This week. He's still working on that goblin, especially recruiting Sin and
Yeah, I
maybe
was gonna say
Greasy in
I
there.
would totally help you with that. Yeah, I already have some goblin parts, so like I'm like, oh man, I know exactly what you're trying to go for. Okay, yeah, I got you.
Yeah, nothing like making a mech that will just cling to the back of my main mech and zap things for me.
So yeah, maybe it's later one day, and you're doing that by yourself, and the captain actually comes through and sees you. She's like, "Hey, Howler, how's it coming
Hey, Cap,
along?"
that's slow going. If I had another, I mean, I could possibly talk chief engineer into swapping out some of the big parts on the big monkey and move it to the small one, but I don't want to do that because he's complete and Kong's a little temperamental sometimes.
Well, if it hadn't been for Sin deciding to put this together, and she flexes the mechanical hand, is like, I would have probably said you could keep using the parts off of the White Valkyrie, but now I have to pretend that I'm doing my job again, she says with like a tight, fake smile.
Indiana cries and being forgotten.
Oh, I thought that
Indiana and Sin both.
yeah, she
Yeah.
worked on it.
Yeah.
Well, Sin was the driving force behind it.
It was my idea to make the arm in the first place.
Yeah, but he's the engineer.
But she helped a lot. She had the book and
Wow.
and
It's just
worked
kind of
on it
like
with me.
hey, I have this idea and I need some help doing it.
Yeah,
All right.
like she was the one that was like, I have an idea.
No, Sin is
I
the
love
Edison.
this.
I'm like, hey,
Yeah.
it's okay.
Yeah.
I understand what the captain thinks about the arm. So
Yep.
Also, the DM forgot who said what.
no,
been for
it's
2
fine.
years.
It works real well for the captain. It also shows me how little she cares. I'm joking. Or am I?
Can I be frank with you, Howler?
Yeah,
No,
go
but
ahead.
you can be how.
Am I a fucking asshole? More than I should be. More than the gruff old lady commander.
Nah, no way. I take your orders in stride, just like everybody else I've ever had above me in the rungs of the ladder of life.
Yeah.
So somebody take your orders a little too seriously.
I think you know who.
Mm, well, he forgets. Even though you've got a metal arm, you're tough as nails, and you kick butt like a mule, you're still a human.
Wasn't about to let that kid fucking die. Wasn't about to sit there and figure out some fucking automatic tech system. I just
You
wanted
needed
him
to
to be
get
okay.
something done. You got it done, and the kid's alive and safe. And you made a mistake by not, remembering that the kid's sort of got a dad. Those two's relationships a little Batman and Robin-y.
Eh. Yeah, some of the more fucked up tellings of it, maybe.
Yeah, well, he would have probably been extremely worried and blown the mission if you had told him. So I'm kind of glad that you didn't. And he'll get over it eventually. I mean, usually when people get really sick, in the end, they start forgiving people.
Hopefully.
He's dying. He'll forgive you.
Bullshit.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Howler. I don't think we have that kind of time left. The cowboy's not the kind to forgive. The cowboy makes a decision and he never lets it go.
Well, he's been forgiven a lot of things in his life. He might actually think about that and
Damn.
pass it on to others. I
Pretty
mean,
wise
he
for
beat the shit out of Mur once.
Yeah. And maybe a part of me didn't let that go like I should have. Fuck, why wouldn't I? Doing that to someone on my ship, someone on my crew, someone. I have every right to be the fucking mama bear if I want to be.
Interesting. Sorry, what?
I'm not having to have my crew die again because I made a fucking mistake of who to trust.
You know,
Uh-oh.
you're not the only person that thinks that they've made a mistake that cost way too much. And you have to remember, we can't control everything, even if we try to, especially if we try to. I mean, look at me. I should be in charge of these knuckleheads, and they never listen to a word I say.
Think they listen to me? I'm the one who's cutting checks.
Yeah, exactly. You think they listen to you? Then remember, it's also their decision to do things, and that's what gets problems happening.
It's not
Best
that I
thing you
don't-
can do is listen to them, try and turn them around when you think they're going the wrong way, and hope for the best.
It's not that I don't trust Frank. I do. He wouldn't be on combat team if I didn't trust him. I wouldn't be sending a dying man out into the field with the same thing that put him in the fucking ground if I didn't trust him.
You also didn't want to distract him. I get it. I mean, if he wasn't there, we might not have been able to get out of there as cleanly as we did. And that might have been worse. He points to the probably by then, almost completed repairs on Sala.
Yeah. Every time she comes out, she comes back like she just went through a fucking war all on her lonesome. You ever wonder if Indiana's got a death wish?
Sometimes I do. But it's her death to wish. You can't stop someone from trying to wreck themselves.
You guys are overreacting.
You're not here.
Yeah,
Actually, I'm listening invisibly, and I had to speak
That's
up.
actually possible.
Yeah. Well, she causes me enough headaches as it is. I don't know if she's ever on our side, but keep sending her out in the field, keep trusting her with all of my dirty laundry. Not
She
really. I don't
repays it
trust
by doing
any.
she repays it by doing things like she did the other day. And stood right in front of a mech that was Kong's size and said, "Fuck you! You're not going to kill my friends." And she still
Yeah.
made it out alive.
This time. We're gonna probably see some bad shit in Canada. Just gonna point that out there. I mean, you think that the Americans treat people bad? Huh? Let's just say Canada has been cultivating that whole polite thing for a couple centuries so that you'll forget the things that they did.
Yeah, but you can still sway them with a little maple syrup and poutine, huh?
You can distract them long enough by saying, well, who won the World Cup last year? Or who won the Stanley Cup last year?
Yeah. Or just say hockey sucks and they'll just pay attention to you real close.
You know, Haller, sometimes I think you're the only one on combat team who's got a head on their shoulders. And then other times I think you're the only one who's completely lost their minds.
Yep. It's a toss-up. And I'm the only one that has a actual close to military mindset. But I've been corrupted by the fact that they don't listen to me.
Do you know Sinsec's military?
Yeah, but he fell in love with a robot.
Hey, Special Forces
He
does
looks over
not
at Sins
count.
at Legion.
Well, you saying you wouldn't get a little misty-eyed if King went offline?
Well, I would, but he practically sleeps in there.
I never sleep.
Fucking hell.
Sleeping is an inefficiency.
So,
AI
just
have no
Nicholas-
use for it.
Kong's always thinking, but Sin's always planning. I don't know what he's planning. He's more military intelligence than grunt work.
Fuck, I swear to God, if we've got some sort of Southwestern States or NCR spook, I'm gonna lose my mind.
I mean, don't be surprised if there's more about that AI of his than he's told you. Especially the stuff that he's told you when you found out afterwards.
I wish you fucks would quit hiding shit from me. I can predict things and potentially work to help you if you tell me. I can't fight off the boogeyman if you don't tell me that they're in the closet.
But you'll get mad. We don't want you to get mad.
Hey, Frank doesn't lie to the captain.
Neither does Howler.
The captain never asked Frank, and then Frank ended up telling her anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah, Frank doesn't lie.
but Sin and Indiana make up for it.
I was
Oh,
gonna
that's a
say
fact.
she's
Yeah.
talking
What?
about
Yeah.
Sin in Indiana. Frank, don't.
What?
It's not
Frank-
about you.
Frank
It's
and
not all
Howler,
about me.
we're fine.
Fucking shit.
Sin doesn't lie to the captain.
Lies of omission.
Lies of
Was
omission
I
are
not talking
lies.
about that earlier today?
It wasn't a lie of omission because it literally just didn't come up. He didn't really think
It just
about it.
never came up. Yeah.
Stealing is a sin. Stealing is a sin. You never thought, oh fuck, I should tell the captain that I'm getting spooky phone calls.
We did though, and then we forgot that we told the captain, and then she found out again and got mad at me. Remember?
Oh
Yeah.
shit. Oh shit. Oh fard.
And then you guys got shot at by fucking tech
Cyber
heretics.
psychos.
Heretics. Yeah, she takes a deep breath and like not looking at you, but reaches out and like pats you on the shoulder and is like, "You're a good man, Howler."
I try. Maybe if I try even harder, Mandy will loosen up a little bit.
Good fucking luck. Listen, I knew Indiana, or not Indiana. I knew Indiana in the before times. She doesn't know it, but I'm actually Arthur.
Oh shit!
No, no, Arthur, no.
No, Arthur.
Why is it you every time, Indiana? Why are you always mad at me like Arthur was? Pulls off rubber mask.
Because I
It's me,
am Arthur.
Austin. It was me all along.
I fooled your friends.
Arthur.
I fooled your family.
It was me, Arthur.
I had a plan.
Uh,
But
That was 30 seconds straight of memeing.
sorry.
only 30?
I know, right?
Man, we're slipping.
Oh no, I contributed. Don't apologize. That's I was just pointing out a fact, not judging
no,
in any way.
I said, man, we're slipping. Only 30?
Right?
She's like, I've known Mandy since before the accident. She was like that before it, and she's been using that to compensate ever since.
Yeah,
I think
she's been
everyone
using
on the
that as
ship-
a reason to push people away. But I think I can get under her skin. That didn't sound right.
Yeah, you get under my skin too.
I'll get in under her skin in a way that doesn't require her to hit me with a wrench.
You know, I'm just glad that of all things, she at least doesn't throw it at your head unless you have a helmet on. Then I'd have to actually talk to her about it. It's workplace harassment. It's an OSHA violation.
Across the hangar, bang! You just hear a wrench clink against my helmet.
Yeah, she's really a good egg. She just wants to control everything. She's worse than us.
Shit, that's a scary thought. Stay good, Howler. I'm gonna go do captain things.
All right.
And she just turns and
Why do I get the
walks off the way
feeling,
she was
Howler,
coming.
that out of standard combat team, out of player characters, you're her favorite?
Probably.
It's not
Right.
like she just came
Now
up
that-
to him and basically said that.
You're the only one with a good head on your shoulders. The other one gets mad at me no matter what the fuck I do. The other one is just a
Quit your
fucking rat.
bitching.
The other two are liars.
One's just kind of a weirdo. The other one's a fucking rat.
I'm
It's
not
just
a rat. I
oblivious.
prefer to think more of myself as a snake.
A skeever.
Industrious rodent.
No.
I
no,
like
no.
the snake analogy because snakes also a lot of times have venom.
I think that's I thought that was a jab towards me for Wednesdays.
Oh, no.
Because that's Sanel's go-to when anyone asks him anything is, well, I'm a snake, so
Yeah.
No.
Snake.
I'm a sleepy snake. But yeah, she leaves at that. And if no one has any other things, I know a scene that we can wrap up on because we're getting towards that time.
Uh-oh.
Let's do it.
So yeah, you guys are firmly in Canada at this point. Canada is always cold. By this point, it is. See, it was. Every days have September, so it's October. Probably October 1st. It's October 1st, 2036. It's getting cold. It's an already cold snap of the year. And the years have been getting colder here in Canada ever since Shiva. Because Shiva kind of, in some ways, helped reverse global warming. And in some places, it went a little too hard in the other direction.
Well, I mean, when you punch a hole through the ozone layer.
Well, more than that, when you throw up so much dirt into the sky that all of the world's crops fail for a couple years,
Mm-hmm.
that doesn't all go away at once. In Labrador, at least the part you're going through now is just a blasted wasteland of cold and snow and permafrost and so if you're ever like out on the flight deck, there's always the low rumble of the engines as the Calliope rolls around. Now you can hear the crunch of that permafrost under the 44,000 tons of this mobile machine. Do any of you ever go out on the deck?
From time to time.
Howard takes
Frank.
daily jogs out there.
Frank goes out there anytime he feels like he needs to clear his head, which is a lot lately.
It's way too fucking cold for me to go out there. I'm staying
Oh, yeah,
inside where
it's-
nice and warm.
Like, you guys are constantly getting wind
Guys are
chill warning.
overreacting.
Wind chills in excess of minus 35 degrees Fahrenheit, just like real life.
Uh-huh.
You have anything exciting to tell me? Because this just sounds like another Thursday in Kansas.
Yeah, that's why I was like, just like real life cries.
Mhm.
You're probably out there, Frank. You know, something toddling off in the distance. And as it starts getting closer, and you're like, huh, what is that? It's like a big fucking moose or something. I mean, we're in Canada. Could be.
Yeah. Is it our
no,
Tuk Tuk friend?
Nope. It is mechanical. And it is about that time that you probably get
Oh,
like
shit.
a proximity alert that like the ship gets it and
Is it
all of you
those
get
two
it.
fucks?
then it gets like proximity alert, and unidentified mechanized walker detected.
Yeah,
It's
Frank's
those two
gonna.
fucks.
Yeah, Frank is going to radio into probably radio into Bodie. That's his name, right?
Yeah, Bodhi is
Yeah.
Yeah.
TACCOM.
Radio into Bodie and be like, "Hey, Bodie, I'm top deck. I'm seeing what these things are. You got any read on what they might be and whether I should not be top deck right now?"
Not at the moment, Frank. Right now, we are just getting base sensor readings. Whatever this thing is, it has some sort of some sort of scattering device of some kind. Makes it hard to get a read on it. What do you got, visual?
Is
And what-
everyone getting these messages?
Yeah, all of you get because you're combat team. It's like,
Ah,
please,
fuck.
please stand by on yellow alert.
Let me roll for my. Now, any kind of snowblind effect is going to be negated with my anti-photons.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
your cool sunglasses.
Yeah. Okay, with a 9, what do I got? Probably not much.
Not much. In fact, what you do get is this thing's scattering effect is also visual. As you start watching it, it blinks in and out of visual as it starts to. It's not trying to cloak, but at the right angles, the passive cloaking on it.
Yeah,
completely
Bodhi,
hides
this.
your vision.
All right.
Frank's gonna like grab the grenade launcher and go, Bodhi, sorry, just one
No.
thing. He's gonna go, Bodhi, this thing don't want to be seen. And he's gonna be like, hey, anybody from combat team want to come up top and see what the hoopla's about?
Kind of already gonna go that way. Yeah.
That's why I was asking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
trying to
just-
hail
Mm.
trying to hail them. At least Ryota says they are. Not getting anything back, but we're also not sure if it's getting bounced off of their scattering devices or not.
Would I be able to know what this is just by hearing about it?
You would know that this sounds like a swallowtail type mech.
Mm-hmm. And who do I know that has a swallowtail?
One person, and that's Vazago.
Yep.
But it could just be any swallowtail.
Yep. No. Indiana's still going to try and get to the top side to get a view of this.
Can I just announce over comms towards it?
I mean, you could. It is within communication range. You think they're basically trying to be like, "Yo, unidentified mech, who the fuck are you?"
Oh, okay. Yeah,
But
just,
they're not getting anything back.
hello, we see you out there. Are you trying to sneak up on us because you're doing a mighty shit job?
Ha!
Are you gonna respond, or you're gonna come in within arms fire? Because I really think you should respond.
They don't have comms. Floating in salt water like this, all of that's shorted. It's a miracle that there's anything left on it.
Wait, are we in the water? Or are we on?
We're in the water, yeah.
No, you guys are on land.
Yeah,
oh,
we're
I
rolling
thought
on
you were
land.
saying it was
Oh,
bobbing
shit.
in the water. Yeah.
Oh, not bobbing in the water. It's scattering the light depending on how you look at it, so it seems to just completely disappear. That's my bad.
I was really confused. Like, I could have sworn we were just rolling over permafrost. Did I black out?
No,
Sin
yeah.
blacks out all the time. That's actually why Sin is doing all the weird shit they do.
Yeah, they black out all the time.
Someone better check them for DID.
Yeah, right?
Not that I would know
Uh-oh.
anything
You know,
about
that is my actual initial.
Uh-oh.
That is my actual initials.
Yeah, yeah,
Oopie.
that is true. But yeah.
Anyway.
Daniel, your middle name is Indiana?
Yep.
Oh, shit! What?
Ah!
Gunner isn't real. Daniel's been playing us the whole time.
That's
Dun, dun,
right.
Taking us for fools.
Is that what that thing looks like?
Yeah, just a squat little four-legged mech that's just toddling along.
Did it respond to Sid?
Nope. But it's also not moving towards you guys. It's moving. It's at an angle. You will eventually intercept it, but it is just walking on its own. It doesn't seem to even notice the Calliope.
Indiana's gonna take Sala out.
I'm just like, hey Legion, maybe you try just talking to it. Do some. Maybe it's got an AI on board. You try to do some
How
back and
long is it
forth,
going to
figure out
take me
what's
to
going
get
on.
Sala out there?
I mean, Sala's pretty fucking quick, so not too long.
Okay. Yeah, Sala will
Almost.
approach, and she is doing her best to be seen.
Oh, you're approaching.
Was Legion
Yes,
able to
because I
communicate
need to
with
have a
it?
conversation with these people real fucking fast.
Yeah, like you run down to the mech bay, you get in, strap in, get everything, and everyone hears it, probably just because it's really loud. But like even on the top of the ship, very vaguely hear the attention, prepare for battle mech departure.
Frank probably keeps his cigarette in his mouth and he goes, and you just hear him like under his breath, "What are you doing, Indiana?" And he's gonna just watch this scene play out.
Yeah.
She's doing Indiana stuff.
From Sala's
Yeah.
comms, she'll talk to Tower and say, so pretty much everybody else that's tuned in, gonna go check it out.
Stay
then.
safe. Don't
Is
die.
Legion
Sin, you
having
want to
any-
send a couple probes that way?
Well, I was gonna have try to have Set see if there's an AI on board that he can talk to.
There is no AI, but Set does report. Whatever this thing is, it's incredibly damaged.
Mm-hmm.
It seems to be functioning off of emergency rudimentary power.
Yep.
So I don't think it's gonna be able to really veer off course. So I think we might need to make sure we alter our course so we don't just run it over and squash it like a bug. If the Sala can't stop it and get it on board herself, we'll have to see what happens. Good luck out there.
You could always go out there and call and pick them up, turn them, and put them back down, kind of like a beetle crawling in the wrong direction.
There you go, little
I'd like
guy.
to intercept.
Yeah, you will. Don't worry.
Okay. I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
you get the whole like the blasting cold wind as the red warning lights are running in the hangar. You get the warning: hangar doors opening. All personnel stand clear. You take off into the snow, and like it's cold enough that your mech is like warning you not to go out.
That's cute. She'll open
Not
all the
like
warnings.
not like the mech can't go out. It'll be fine, but like please don't exit the cockpit. You will
Yeah.
be very cold.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
It's very cold and you're squishy. But are you flying or are you walking?
Walking.
You're flying or you're walking here? You're walking. So it would take slightly longer to get there. But as you go, you eventually come across this thing. And yeah, it's just this swallowtail, heavily damaged, walking. And as you start getting closer, it does like stop and turn and aim 4 fucking LMGs at you. Or HMGs.
And yeah, Sala has a pistol out and a shield. The shield prepared and using shortwave comms. Halt. State your name and your business.
It hunkers down from like lays down on its 4 legs. And after a moment, the hatch pops open and yep, Zaminiar pokes his head out and tries to wave at you. It looks like what the fuck are you doing here kind of look. He looks like he's been through some shit. This guy looks like he hasn't had a change of clothes in like a couple months.
Damn.
Fuck. I don't know what to do right now. Fine. She will ignore the warnings, pop the hatch, and step out.
And you, how do you get down off of Sala? Does it have like a access elevator, or not elevator, an access ladder or something?
Yeah, probably the chest compartment pops out to reveal a ladder that she can climb down.
And Zeminiar pulls themselves out of the cockpit more, and you can see like wearing that white uniform from before, but like on the right shoulder, there's just this old, dried, massive blood stain on it. Kind of pulls themselves out and over enough to kind of talk to you, and Vozigo pulls themselves out, leveling that EBR at you. But trigger discipline, you can tell,
Right,
finger not on the trigger.
right. She's looking at them both back from one to. Just when my days. What are you doing up here?
What are you doing out here?
We're going to level.
What's anyone doing out here?
I shouldn't be talking to you. Fuck!
Heh.
Great to see you too.
Oh, don't act like we're friends.
No, we're not. That's why I'm surprised by the greeting.
What, you think I would just shell somebody that looks like... What? Are you the kind of people that would pick someone off in the desert?
No, but you guys aren't exactly on Kairos' side.
Well, we didn't know who it was until I showed up here. You guys aren't exactly squawking an IFF.
No, because if you didn't notice, this thing's about to fall apart.
Yes, and I wasn't going to shoot an undefendable... I wasn't going to shoot an injured mech. Especially without knowing who the hell you were. You might have been, I don't know, Snow Patrol or some shit.
Yeah, not nearly enough red and white to be Canucks.
Fuck. You know they're going to want to know who this is.
Switch over the comms. Captain, is there a reason she's out of her mech in that cold snow?
Yeah, and like the captain like does have like fucking military pair of goggles and looks out and goes,
Yeah, it's...
Jesus
Glutton for punishment.
Christ.
Yeah, she's gonna get on the comms before anybody else has any questions. She's gonna go, Captain, I need advice.
Holy shit. What the fuck are they doing out?
I
don't know. You've been
what they're
talking
doing
to them.
I don't...
Keep talking to them.
My captain wants me to keep talking to you, she says, cutting comms again. Or at least muting comms.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Well, gonna take us
So,
prisoner.
that's looking to be about the size of it. Best case scenario for you two.
Vosga looks real twitchy at that. Like, visible struggle to keep the finger off the trigger.
Look, Vazago, you could shoot me if you want, but the fact of the matter is that will only shorten your lifespan.
There is a
Yours
rail
and
gun on that
Zeminiar's.
thing.
And Vosgo obviously can't really respond, but just stares at you with very suspiciously.
You know, someone called me using, GOP called. Said what happened to me.
Fuck. Yeah, her fault.
For
Well,
all-
not her fault, but her fucking fault for following through with all of it.
For all I know, was supposed to know, you and Vazago are dead.
Yeah. She would have liked it that way, would have made things easier for her. She'd probably be right in Iblis's lap if she could.
You've made this very hard for all of us.
What? I'm sorry that me not dying has inconvenienced you so much.
No. Look, we'll say you... Are you going to come aboard or not? might be able to convince them to just let you wander, but that's just a slow death in the snow.
Yeah. At this point, I think I might be faster walking than this thing. And then actually pauses and looks at you and goes, wait. You've been talking. You've been saying that you've been talking to me this whole time, haven't you?
I did what I had to do to get us the information we needed.
You made a deal with the devil.
And then got rid of it as quick as I could.
What did she want to know? You know what? That doesn't matter. That's your business. That's your fuck up to make.
I took care of it. You two being here, well, complicates things immensely.
Consider us free agents. We're obviously not with Kairos anymore.
I'm not going to be able to protect you. Look, this is my fuck up to fix. I'm going to talk with the captain when we get back on board. Just... I wish this were on my terms.
Yeah. I've been thinking that for a couple months. Wish anything was on my terms.
You know... This is fucking stupid. Any goddamn patch of snow in the world, and the two of us had to meet right here. Hell, we almost diverted course a kilometer that way. We never would have seen you.
Frankly, I haven't eaten in a couple days, so maybe we'll consider this a good thing for now. We've got enough battery power that we can get in there if there's another spot for this thing. Don't expect you to put it back together or rearm it.
Always thinking in practical terms.
Wouldn't be alive if I didn't.
I guess you should be thankful. The noose has been removed from your head for a day at least. It's just a pity it was put on someone else's.
You've been talking with Gop. The noose isn't very far away. They're just setting it up for me now.
What, are they following you?
You never know. If I couldn't figure her out, what hope do you have to figure her out? I worked with her for years.
Well, she says, putting out a hand. I guess this just means we're going to have to trust each other. Right?
He gives you that long look that anyone would give anyone who just said, well, I think we'll have to trust each other then.
Especially Indiana, someone who Zeminiar has worked with and been burned by, I think?
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
As far as they know, no, but...
Oh, okay.
Yeah, as far as they
Okay.
know. No.
Gotcha.
A little far to shake your hand, but you lead us back in there and we can be buddy-buddy. As soon as we're not starving and freezing to death out here. If I'm gonna die anywhere in the world, I'd like it to not be Canada.
Well, that sucks for you, because we're going to Labrador Island.
What? You always take me to the nicest places, he says as he climbs back into the swallowtail.
Fuck, she says. She unmutes the comms. Alright, Captain. These two are coming in. They're willing to be taken prisoner, at least for the moment. Consider them refugees, I guess. You know their ties have been cut with Kairos.
You know, I almost feel bad for saying this, but combat team, security, meet them at the hangar. Give them a warm welcome. Give them a gentle welcome. No harassing, no kicking, no harsh language. Double from you, Frank.
Frank doesn't respond on the comms. He just flicks the cigarette off the edge of the calliope.
Do we know who these two are?
Yeah, you would have heard.
Yeah.
She would have been like, "Holy shit, it's Minior and Fozago." Oh fuck, what the hell?
I mean, do we know who those two are by name?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. By name. Yes.
Okay. Cool. I couldn't remember if we knew that or if that was just between you and the captain. I was like,
No,
fuck.
you two remember.
God damn it. Are we doing anything else this session, or is this? Are we ending here?
Well, how do the rest of you come to greet them as you get that once again that warning, hangar bay doors opening, all personnel please stand back, and the harsh winds blowing in as Sala comes marching back up the ramp, leading this broken, limping mech behind it.
The gas cannon's just floating in the air, pointing its cannon at it.
Oh, and you would know, and Howler, you would immediately know. And Frank, you've been around mechs long enough to know that you look at the 4 machine guns on this thing, and the charging bolts are back because it's on empty.
Yeah, I think Frank to meet them is just going to be silent and cowboyed up, just fucking sunglasses, cigarette, cowboy hat, power armor.
You know, in another universe, I would have just killed these two and been done with it.
I think you should have killed these two.
Right. I come back like, oh, it was some enemies. I took care of them. Mech's useless. Let's go.
Yeah, I thought they had a gun. Oh, it was on
Yeah.
empty? Well, that sucks.
he had a gun, starts putting it on them post death.
Yeah.
It's not the
I was
first
defending
time.
myself. You reloaded twice.
Yeah.
They were resisting arrest. You're not a cop.
Yeah.
What would you know about that, Sybil? Oh, wait.
Exactly. She'd be the one. Hey, I know that. I've seen this one before. Seen it. It's
What do you
brand
mean?
new.
See, it's brand new, yeah. Shit. If anybody's gonna ask these two questions, I'm just gonna tell the captain I need to talk. Please don't ask them questions.
Howler's just gonna stare at them stoically from like a platform away from the door.
Yeah, Frank's ground floor, but that's mainly because he's like, if shit somehow gets hot, I know these fuckers. We're killing them. Like,
Yeah, I'm with Frank, but the gas cannon is floating in the air, aimed
Yeah.
at the mech waiting.
Yeah, the
Love
door, the hatch opens, and Vossico first tosses out the EBR, then climbs out and like slowly takes off one handgun, then another handgun, then another handgun.
Frank's gonna walk up and he's gonna start collecting them, and he's like, "All right, Hoss, I know you got at least 4 more in there."
Pulls out a couple knives, flips them in his hand, and holds them out to you with just that blank, stoic stare.
Grabs it, and Frank stares him in the eyes and goes, "Appreciate it." And he's gonna he'll be weapon collector on this.
And he goes back to the mech and gently helps Zaminyar clamber out of it because, again, the fucked up leg.
Mm-mm.
And Zaminyar is like, I know this probably could count as a club, but I need this. And keeps the crutch. Or like it's on his forearm, but it's like a cane crutch.
Yeah, no, Frank's not gonna fucking take that from him. Be quite
I would.
rude.
No. I'm just salty.
Mm.
And noticeably, because again, you're seeing both of them are in they've been through hell. They look like they haven't slept in at least a couple days, haven't eaten in a couple days, haven't changed their clothes in months, haven't probably showered in months. God knows how bad that mech smells in there. And
Yeah.
Zaminyar's suit, outfit has no more of its Kairos iconography on it, but they holds out his hands like, submit myself to your custody.
Frank, well, I guess that's Indiana's bag at this point.
Look,
And you've had enough time to dock again.
Yeah. Is the captain there?
Yeah, she's probably right there and up next to Howler doing the whole arms crossed, big boss watching thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not where you can see her.
Okay. No. Okay. Are we sure we're not done? It's 9.
This is probably where we're gonna leave it off, unless anyone has any quippy one-liners left.
Frank was
Just-
told to not have a quippy one-liner.
What?
Boss
Frank was
knows
told-
best.
Frank was told not to be a bitch.
He's not being a bitch.
Exactly.
Sin while walking with the two, because he's gonna escort them to wherever we're taking them. It's gonna look. So, what brings you out here to this fine wonderland?
He can't talk, and I'm not gonna dignify that with a response.
Oh, shucks, I guess keep limping on, little boy.
Captain.
Wow!
Wow.
And I turn and let him keep going ahead of me so I can stay behind them.
Captain. Seminiar and Vazago. Seminiar, Vazago, Captain May Hargrave.
As Miniar tries his best to look dignified and is like, I had a feeling we would eventually meet. Then she goes, I did, and I called that gas.
I think this conversation is better suited not here.
We'll give them time to get themselves in better repair. I'm not going to interview people who are tired and hungry. I already deal enough with the tired. Kind of looking back at the rest of you guys.
I don't have anything else.
Yeah, she'll be like, you two are to be remanded to quarters. We will get you everything you need. But consider yourselves on permanent holiday until further notice. And we're gonna end it there with a very unhappy looking Gunner. Oh no, oh no, what's this? The consequences of my actions?
No! No!
No, please no.
This was a crazy ass episode.
I'm
So much
still gonna
happened.
try and get out of this.
Fair.
That's
All
that's,
right.
that's why I rolled the 1.
Yeah.
Must keep up bullshit. We will actually get out of here now with let's start with Indiana. Let's start with Gunner.
Hi, everybody. Fuck. Every time every time Indiana opens her mouth, she breaks the spade she's using to dig the hole. And what happens? Someone else comes along and chucks another spade in. So she has no choice but to keep digging the hole. She's never... anyway, you can also find me... maybe next Wednesday. I don't know if we're playing next Wednesday or not. Probably not, but we'll see. You can also find me... excuse me. Not this Thursday, but the Thursday after. You can find me in Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Fridays, Saturdays, most weeks, other sometime weeks. Anyway, that's me.
Let's move along to Howler.
Hey, I'm the Computer King, the supervillain of streaming. And yeah, Howler's here, and he's not happy about the people coming aboard, but he'll keep his distance. Oh, more like, so he'll keep his distance. Because nobody wants to have to beat someone up. Unless you're at CVS. I'd like to, I'd also like to say Merry Christmas to everybody. It's just coming up in just 2 days. Surprise, surprise!
Oh,
Year's
God.
almost over. On Mondays, I don't know, no, not this coming Monday though, but I think Mondays after. I'm in Fire Shrike, Shardverse. I always say 90210 because I don't remember the numbers. 666. How about that? As Lollipop, who's basically a brain with a little spindly body, and who has an evolved sentient pile of eyes that is in a suit of armor. It's odd.
Father, I crave LASIK.
That's
Father, may we play the game known as catch?
yes, yeah. He played catch with his boy. It's scary. Uh, and on opposite Fridays than this one, I'm in the Immortal War playing a sneaky Lily Clan member who's I don't even remember what we're doing except for we're at the festival. After that, we're probably going to have to do something either dangerous or scary. With an ice switch, too. We're going to have an ice switch working with us. That's cool. And on Thursdays, well, actually, coming back Thursday, the 5th of January, I'll be in New Amsterdam as Payne Dexter, who is a guy with big arms who does gun kata. Or, yeah, it's gun kata. Gun fu, moving around and kicking people's asses with guns and strikes.
John Wick shit.
Yes, John Wick shit. Yes. But what about next Thursday? You might ask. Well, next Thursday I'll be running a game, one shot powered by Fate, and it's called "With Great Power Comes Great Crisis Utility." Yes, it's superhumans versus zombies. We'll see how that goes. I'm done. Who's next?
Next, we go to Frank.
Hello, everybody. I was playing Domingo Frank Ordonez today, a character who has had a very interesting day, or couple of days. He called his captain a fuck, and is not going to back down from that. Yeah, other than that, you can also catch me on Tuesdays when we get back to those in Nobility and Notoriety. Catch me on other Fridays as Hiroki the Himbo Samurai. Catch me on Mondays for Shrike verse 8675309. In which I play the Showbot who's Sobot, Clay Nasaravi, part of Team Forearms. If you didn't understand any of that, watch Mondays. Catch me on Saturdays for After the Bomb. Catch me on Sundays for Gloomfall. And whenever we're back on Jan 5th, catch me for that ding dang old that friggin' Napple, New Amsterdam. That's what I was trying to think of. Sorry, guys. I had an aneurysm. But that is going to be me. I believe. That's all the games.
Now we go on to Sin.
That's me. I'm just a bottle of sin. Uh, you caught me playing Sid with Legion, and it was really tempting to make that giant fuck off mech to just turn around and walk the other way as we ran away, but we got out narratively, so we're good. Uh, you can catch me every other Friday in the Immortal War as Masahiro. Having completed the majority of his quest, now I just need to reunite family and be like, look, you're going to accept him whether you like it or not, or I'm going to cut you all down. No, just kidding. I'll take him away and put him in the monastery with me, and we'll be awesome and happy family-go-lucky time. And then you can catch me on Wednesdays as Gideon Sunborn, the derpy ranger, because I can't generate a face.
Mother Sand!
Is this fire? Uh, and then you can also catch me on Thursdays in New Amsterdam, and also next Thursday if we stream it. But in New Amsterdam as Scene and Omen Yeah. That's me, folks.
And that brings it back to me. Hi ho, friendolos. My name is Rowan, otherwise known as iHeartCop. Me here today running this fantabulous game where I forget what is and isn't been going on and what has and hasn't been said and make dumb mistakes. But then I also get to make Gunner go, no, you're not supposed to be here. No. No. What? You can also catch me here every other Friday where I also run the Immortal War, where they are dealing with some possible sedition that they need to figure out. They need to do some Scooby-Doo sleuthing, but in Japantasyland. And you can also catch me here on Friday for If Fire Shrike Can Get You More. Call 5242424.
Damn. Deep cut.
Where I play two different characters who do two different things, but are in the same mech, where we're going to do some mech stuff, I think. And they want nothing to do with the catch playing eyeball monster. Because neither of them are optometrists. You can also find me here on Wednesdays, where I play Sinel, who may or may not fuck, but can sure say threats in such a way that at least Amy goes, oh no, is Sinel hot? But that's just Amy. And then Fridays, whenever we go back to New Amsterdam, I will be in that as well. And I will be in this one-shot superhero stuff, and that's going to be fun and fantabulous, so be sure to check that out next Thursday. And I think that's all of it here. So from all of us here at Paradise Theater, let's get out of here on an RIP those two randoms who got blown up and get out of here.
Okay.
R.I.P.
those two randoms who got blown up.